All right, all right, all right. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Listen, I know this is a night that we normally are not on, but I had a great idea. Over the years, Black Men Unfiltered Network has done a lot of great work. A lot of great work. And so I want to share that work with people who have not seen it or people who have forgotten. So as you can see, every Thursday now moving forward, we're going to have Throwback Thursday, the clips they didn't want you to remember. And you're going to see some different faces in their places. You're going to see some people you hadn't seen in a long time who are in the Black Men Unfiltered family. And so we're going to have this conversation tonight. I'm going to say this and just get out of the way and just let this play. But guys, if you want to give to the channel, please do give to the channel. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, so we can bring you guys more content as we go. All right. But Thursday is going to be considered Throwback Thursday. Now, I'm about to play it. I'm about to just let it play. I'm not going to stop it. Guys, if you have any comments, get in the comments, and I'll be in and out of the comments as the show is going on. But I want to take y'all all the way back 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I want to take y'all back 3 years and have the conversation. The conversation that was had was a very intriguing conversation, and I want you guys to just laugh, get mad, get upset, put your comments in the comments. I want to hear what you guys have. I want to see what you guys have to say, and we're going to start it right now. So guys, welcome to Throwback Thursday, the clips they didn't want you to remember. Sharing it now. Here we go. All right, give me just a second. All right, give me just a second. 1 minute. Here we go. All right. So thank you guys for being here. Now, listen, I got to go ahead. Everybody in the back, they cammed up. They ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys who's going to be in the house tonight. All right. We on lock. I'm waiting on you to come on up here, Doc. All right. So the first person I want to bring up tonight, let's see who we got. I'm going to do ladies first because we can't do it without the ladies. The first person I want to bring up tonight is my girl. What you going to do when the shoe comes for you? All the way from New York City, Harlem, baby, Harlem, USA. Let's give it up for yours, ours. Come on, yo, TT, y'all crush. Y'all know y'all like Shoo Shoo. Let's bring up to the screen. Shoo Shoo in the building tonight.
What's going on?
All right, all right. Next, I want to bring up none other than, listen, you got value, I got value, but this woman has family values. Let's bring family values to the table. Absolutely, it's good to see you. All right, let's see here. Listen, we got the fabulous co-host of the night with your boy, your girl. Hey, may I introduce to you, Coach K is in the building tonight.
Hello.
All right, those are the ladies. Those are the ladies. Now the gentlemen, they're coming up the rear. All right, the first person I want to bring up is the brother, then none other than Shoo Shoo. It's a brother in the building tonight. He'll raise hell, but he's my little brother, big brother. Mandrell is in the building tonight. What's going on, man? What's going on? All right, his name is Mr. Bennett.
Hey, everyone.
And he's definitely not in it. Mr. Bennett is in the building tonight. Let's give it up for Mr. Bennett. All right. Yeah. Listen here. What we know, what you know, what we know is what we know. It's the podcast is in the building tonight. What we know podcast is in the building. All right, listen here. Don't y'all blink. Because I got your boy Hinkerlink. Uncle Hink is in the building tonight. Let's give it up for Uncle Hink. What's going on, my guy? What's going on? All right. Last but not least, there's a hurricane that just made landfall. A Category 5 is in the building tonight. He reached out to me and said, I need to be on this panel tonight. And I said, well, guy, I'll bring you up. Ladies and gentlemen, yours truly. He don't do a kissing booth, but he's chaotic and he tells the truth. Chaotic Truth is in the building tonight. All right. Now listen, guys, I need y'all to jam it out a little bit, loosen them shoulders up. Let's shout out to Kevin Samuels. All right, let's get a little Kevin's intro in here tonight. Here we go.
In the spotlight.
Yeah, that's it right there. I love Kevin. Shout out to Kevin, man. All right. Welcome everybody to the show tonight. We got a hot topic tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna start. Let me see here. There we go. All right. Let's get started. Here we go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for being here. Now, listen, I want to bring up two more people tonight. I'm not going to stop the music. I'm bringing the good lives back in here. I got two more guys going to be in here tonight. I see your little podcast is in the building tonight. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stop the show for this one. My boy showed up. He showed up tonight, and I love him for it. I love him for him. A man that's going to say what's on his mind. Listen. He's a man of his word. So I want to bring him in tonight. This your boy. We on Lock is in the building tonight. He didn't shy away. Wait a minute. We on Lock. Hold on just a second. Little podcast. Hold on just a second. I'll bring you right back. I had too many people up. All right. Hey, listen. We on Lock. How you doing tonight, brother?
I'm good. How about yourself?
You looking a little too serious tonight. I need you to smile, brother. I can make you smile. You want me to make you smile? I got something for you. Want me to show you?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I got something for you. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the intro to my yours truly, We on Lock Nation. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, have no fear. My boys in the building tonight. Yeah, my boys in the building. Hey, before we get started, ladies and gentlemen.
Well deserved. We on Lock. Well deserved.
Podcast, you stay right there.
I was kind of on your side. I kind of had your back, but before your last viewing here, but after that last show and dude, I was like, nah, it's over. It's over.
Now, before we get started, man, a lot of people have been dealing with haters. A lot of people have been turning the other cheek. And I heard something from Uncle today. I heard something from the Unc. He said it a while back, but I heard it and I want to play it for everybody before we got started. I want to play Uncle Shannon Sharp had something to say today. And I want to play it so everybody can get a gist of it. Uncle Shannon, what you got to say today?
And my grandpa said, boy, if you got to keep always being the bigger man, you're hanging around with too many small damn people. I'm not finna be the bigger man. I'm not going to let you keep taking your shots at me and I turn the other cheek. That's in the Bible. I ain't in there.
Uncle Shannon preaching today. Man, yep, Uncle Shannon. All right, man.
Yep. They try Jesus, don't try me.
Yep. But guys, so listen, I want to have this conversation with you guys today. This is a heavy one. I should have called in the special victims unit for this one because this is a sensitive conversation, but we're going to get through it tonight. So first of all, I want to start out with what's going on around the world today first. We'll loosen up like that. We'll do an icebreaker. I saw on the news today that a senator is pushing to have child support earlier during conception. Anybody else seen that?
Yes.
I think
I'm planning on doing a show about it.
several of them have done it, including Marco Rubio.
Yeah. So how
Several of them
you
have signed up on it.
guys feel about that? Anybody can jump in at any time.
I mean,
Well-
conception, I mean, you know, life starts at conception, right?
No.
Start paying
No,
for
it
it.
doesn't. No, it doesn't. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
It's ain't no but a 9-month earlier payment plan. That's
Yep,
all.
that's it.
No. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. No, this is all about money.
Prove it.
No, exactly. Here's the
Right,
thing.
there
This is
you
all
go,
about the
okay,
state.
I agree.
This is all about the state getting money. That's all it is. You can't prove that that's that guy's kid.
Yeah, you can.
You can't. You
Yeah,
can't.
yes,
Put,
you can.
no. Because no, you can't. Here's the thing. Because in this bill, it says that you cannot demand a paternity test unless without the woman's consent. She has to agree to it.
She has to agree to it.
She must
You don't
agree
have
to a
demand it,
paternity
you
test.
just ask for it.
No, the bill is stating that is no longer.
Mandrell, listen to me. You can ask the woman for a maternity test.
So what if she says no, Hank?
If she
You
says
fuck
no,
like Chuck, then.
well, then you can wait till the baby's here. Then you can
Hold
get it.
on,
No,
y'all.
you still need her. You still need her consent.
No,
But you gotta-
don't.
What
gotta-
state?
Yeah,
your
you
baby.
do. In this
Man, it's your
bill,
baby.
in this bill,
Listen.
it says so.
Hey,
In the bill, it does
Y'all
say so,
get
but
what's-
we got to understand.
In the
what you
bill,
got-
it says so.
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah,
Go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, okay. What you guys got to understand is that we already came up, and if you look up at the steps, we were talking about this. 45% of men that take care of children find out that child is not his. So when you're talking about something like this bill that they're trying to have, you have to first be able to establish paternity, right? You can't establish paternity unless she has the baby. You won't be able to. In the bill, they're saying that you have to have her consent, and she's not going to consent to it. And she may not know who the father actually is. 45% chance that if she's out there in them streets. This is where they
And they're
have that
leaving
problem
her
at.
with
It has
an
to do with the
and they're
child.
leaving her with an avenue to prevent
Listen,
you from finding
if
out.
you get a woman like that pregnant, that's on you.
Right.
It's
You don't-
It is.
No, Hank, you don't know if it's she that type of chick until
Well,
the
oh, yeah,
time
you do.
comes.
Here's the thing about that.
Come
It's
on, bro.
unfortunate.
Within a conversation. You
Yeah,
can have a
it's
conversation.
unfortunate, but you just have to wait until the baby
You don't know
comes
that, dog.
and
You
get
don't
a
know that.
DNA test.
What if they're married? What if they're married?
And she cheats on. What if they're married? She cheats on the husband.
Woman,
Yeah. What if she cheats? What if she
you
get married?
dodge your fool even more. You mess with a married woman like
But
that.
here's the thing though, Hank. There are a lot of guys who don't know how to vet women. Far too many of them. So they don't know what question to ask. They don't know what to look for.
Man,
Can I say this,
even the biggest
please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold
yeah,
on.
Go ahead, go ahead, Shishu.
Hold on,
Y'all
Scenario.
I mean, y'all sit up here acting like
for the streets.
y'all can sit up here acting like a man can't, like when you got the baby yourself, which is why it's important for men to spend time with the baby too. Take that baby, swab that mouth, and send
That's
it.
all you gotta do. I would.
That's it.
No,
Like,
that
you
wasn't.
have
But
to
that wasn't. Wait. But that wasn't the
I'm
question.
not
The
gonna.
question
I'm not
is
gonna.
That wasn't the
I'm not
conception.
gonna swab the baby's
It was
mouth
before
behind the
conception.
mother's back.
Before
I'm not.
conception.
We don't like. See, this is why you got the title that you got.
and
Hey, we don't like. We know you.
I'm not-
Yeah, so this is why you got that title.
take that evidence to
That's the
court
wickedest shit I've ever heard
and
in my
sue
life.
her. Take
You
that
can't,
evidence
Shamaria. You can't, Shamaria. Time out. You cannot anymore in this
You
bill.
better save us some money and get a damn good lawyer then, honey.
Not there.
In this bill, you can't. Here's
So
the
you
thing, we
gonna
on
go out
lock.
there and take care of a child. We on lock.
He's gonna
What?
take care of a child that's not yours.
Huh?
He's gonna take care of a child that's not yours.
Yeah, it's two different questions.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Hank.
I want to hear
Oh,
chaotic
you
in a
go
minute
out
too.
there and take
What he
care of
got
a
to say
child that
about
ain't yours. Yeah, that look right there. Yeah, you would.
See, this is why I can't back you anymore, man. You're the simp of the year officially.
God,
You are the chaotic.
Should I save her?
Chaotic.
Would not
Yeah.
take the child
Please allow me to introduce you
behind
to the
mother's
simp
back
of
and
simps,
swab the mouth.
the Lord and Savior of
would never
simps,
do that. I would
Okay.
never do that.
the simp
Never do
who
that.
sits
Never.
amongst Most High.
Well,
Be on Lock Nation.
It is what it is.
every time he comes up, he's
Why
always
you
on
cry-
that
why
slave
you
baby.
crying while you?
But no.
Brace yourself, chaotic.
Hey man, Dre, you know you got to question the man who's always on the slave bed every time he comes on cam. Every goddamn time.
He got another podcast coming out. I told you last week. Remember
the slave bed?
Because we on lock. It's
No,
called
we on lock. Honestly,
Slave Bed Chronicles, man.
Elite, we on lock. Honestly, dude, you're just way too nice. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You're way too nice. There's one thing of being nice.
Is it about reality?
No, it's not reality. That's
We
ridiculous.
all like if you're looking at it like from both sides, like just like from a practical spectrum, you say it's trifling for a man to swab his baby's mouth, but it's trifling for a woman to sleep with somebody else behind her man's back, get pregnant, and not tell him, and have another man raising, her man raising a whole nother man's baby. That's trifling.
That is trifling.
What I would never do it behind my baby mother's back. I would never do that. Me and her will be together, and if we want,
you think she gonna let you do that though? If she ain't gonna let you do a paternity test, do you think she's gonna actually let you?
Now, truthful, I've never heard this. Is this by law? Because I never heard
it hasn't been signed in yet,
but
it's been presented. The bill has been drafted. It's being presented, so it hasn't been signed into law yet.
So chaotic.
But this is what's on the table right now.
So this is the world that you want.
But you can
on.
even add to that. If they're trying to pass in Florida, they're trying to pass a law where if the man wants to get a vasectomy, he has to go through. He has to have 2 doctors to sign off on it. He has to go through psychological evaluation, and they have to be able to. This is what they proposing. That he can't get a vasectomy without telling the woman. They're trying to propose this.
I'm gonna do like these hoes do, and I'm gonna go to another state then.
My body, my choice.
I already know what this is about. So
my money, my choice.
My body, my choice. If I want a vasectomy, then I'm gonna.
You know what, Mandrea?
What's up?
And guess what they're gonna tell you? What they're gonna tell you?
We're gonna tell me. You see the court? I'm in the courtroom now, right here behind me. Guilty. That nigga is guilty. I don't need to deliberate. Hang that nigga down. I can't believe you clipped that up. Brilliant, though. Brilliant job. Brilliant.
Man, I thought you was just gonna warm it up. Damn, you done set this bitch on fire.
Now listen, hey, you know what? I have to do it, bro. I have to do it. So listen, bro. Chaotic Truth. What are your thoughts on the matter of them saying that hey, we're gonna stick you for child support, even if even when we don't even know if it's yours or not?
Well, again, that's why it's important to marry the woman that you're sleeping with, because we live in very messed up times. So you're gonna have to do the cotton swab. You're gonna have to start doing these things because the laws obviously are in the favor of women and not in a good way. It's a way to destroy men. So I mean, I'm not an angel, but I would just say to men, especially young men, quit sleeping around, man, because you don't want any girl to accuse you of being a child's father and then you get slapped with child support, because that's ridiculous, actually, man. That's actually terrifying.
Wow. Well, thank you, man, for that.
I believe I agree with you.
Yeah.
Remember they had a commercial? Remember they had a commercial called Wrap It Up?
Yep.
You'll never see that anymore.
I remember that commercial, yeah.
Really, all this boils down to is the government is tired of taking care of children who,
no,
who
it's not.
father or who aren't tagged with the father. So they're tagging anybody with the bill so that they don't have to take care of.
I think it's the opposite.
That's not what it is.
The opposite.
No, it is. That's
I think
not what
it's the total opposite.
It is the total opposite. Here's the thing: the government, if I have to pay child support upon conception of the child, right? That means I have to start making child support payments early, which also means they make it a pain in the ass for me to prove paternity, right? Which means that's the longer I'm going to be stuck with paying the child support, even if the child isn't mine. It's about money. The more people they stick with this, the more money the state gets. That's all. It's not about the state doesn't give a shit about taking care of kids. They already don't.
Right.
They're not taking care of these kids. Look at the foster care system. They don't educate these kids in the foster care system. They don't take care of them. Okay. They let them age out at 18 and then they just kick them out. Okay, you're 18, gotta go. What
do
they
go from there? Where do they go from there, Mandrell? They go from the foster care to prison.
Yep.
Or when they run away, they go from there to of juvenile,
Yep.
which is a privatized entity.
Right. Yeah.
That's why
Yeah,
you have to have.
it's
That's
the
why you have
total
to have
opposite.
community programs for these young
That
kids.
don't
to
work.
grow up and care. It works.
That don't work.
You're not allowed to
This is-
discipline the children, dude. So that's why it doesn't work.
They
This
go
is
straight
another
to
example
prison.
of them not going to the root of the problem. But not that they would, 'cause it's not in their best interest, right? But
Right.
I just, and I don't know. I'm still trying to look all this up, but I just think this is, I don't see the point, but I'm not gonna get all emotional about it. So I look and read into it, but
Mhm.
it's the first I'm hearing of it. So
Really? Yeah, it's been out in the news, and there have been articles written about it as well. So definitely look out for it, Coach K. You'll find something on it, okay? Because there's
I
already
give
been
myself
several.
limited time with the news.
They have
Gotcha.
it in the Washington Post. They
It's
have it in the New
crazy.
York
New York
Post right
Times,
now.
Washington
Yeah.
Post. Yep.
Yeah. Before we move
Well,
forward, No Captivity did reach out to us, guys. He's watching. No Captivity, man, sending straight love to you, brother. With the loss of your mom, man, we all here love you, brother. And he said, thank you to Black Men Unfiltered Network and the entire chat and panel. All the love and consideration is very much appreciated and always and will always be remembered. Hey, guys, again, if you just come in and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. But tonight, no super chats. If you do send a donation to No Captivity with Freezy, please let me know in the chat, and I'll play the music for you guys. I'll play the video clips for you guys every time you guys donate. Let's do that anyway, because I want to know that we're showing him some absolute love. No cash apps tonight for me. All right, no super chats. All the money goes to what you see at the bottom of the screen. No Captivity with Freezy. His cash app is rolling at the bottom of the screen. So, guys, thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate it. All right, we love you, brother. All right. So let's listen. Let's go ahead and all right. Let's get my girl back in here. She good. She good now. All right. So, guys, real men don't. This is what we're hearing in these streets. Real men don't care about body count.
Right. Hold on, Black Man. Before you start, you might want to put "We on Lock" at the top with the ladies and Mandrell down here with the men.
Okay.
That's about fitting. Yeah.
Keep it up. You're gonna find out what a real man is all about, brother.
I know it. He's in a slave bed.
And ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, Mandrell, would you go ahead and introduce before we get started, everybody needs a laugh. We're going to lighten up. This is definitely going to be for you, Freezy, because I know you need a smile and a laugh right now. Mandrell, would you go ahead and introduce your music video tonight?
What music video?
Your two-step. Come on now, Mandrell. We talked about this.
Oh, that the Mandrell two-step. Roll it.
All right, thank you. All right. Now we look at chaotic. He's trying to hold it in.
He trying not to laugh. Laugh, bro. Come on.
All right, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, now I want to get to real men. Real men don't care about body count. We're gonna start with the ladies. A lot of ladies have said this. I've heard, well, by show of hand with the fellas first. I'm gonna ask you guys first. Have you ever, by a show of hand, have you ever heard a woman say this?
A woman said?
Yeah, hear a woman say it.
I've never heard a woman say that.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard anybody say that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, except Kevin Gates. But I've never heard anybody.
Yeah, like real men don't care about. I haven't heard the real men part, but I've heard people say the body counts don't matter.
Okay, cool. All right, ladies. How do you feel about the body count? Does it matter? Does body count matter? We'll start with family values and move to the left.
I've heard that before. I've heard women say that real men don't care about body count. I've definitely heard that, and it's a lie. Men, it does matter to men very much so.
Okay. Shoo.
Tell the truth, Shoo. I watched your show the other day with Sir Hell now.
Listen, yes, it matters to men. Like it shouldn't, but like it does.
We on lock? Oh, I'm sorry. No, Coach K, what do you think?
He's gonna respond. He know to respond.
I was wondering if you're gonna go ahead. I don't think it's ever been phrased in this way until, like Shushu said, KS brought it, to the forefront. But I think if you ask them, yes. But I don't think I don't know. I don't think people really thought about it, but I'm not sure. So I don't know.
Mhm.
I think they do now.
Yeah, right. We on lock. Does body count matter?
To be perfectly honest, I never had that problem. But does it matter to a man? No. Doesn't matter to a pimp. Doesn't matter to a pimp. What matter to a hustler? So what would it matter?
Kid, I want to get this facial expression real quick.
I hope you're recording him, man. Listen, we need to chop him up too. His facial expressions are priceless.
Mr. Bennett, does body count matter?
Well, the second part of your question is the more interesting one, because every time I hear these real men things, I mean, that's a conversation in and of itself. What do you mean by what a real man? I think it depends on the guys. I mean, there's the guys who I lined up, whoever Kim Kardashian's with, there's the next guy in line to get with her, no matter how many guys high profile persons that she's been with. For a lot of guys, it matters, but the count is different. So and nobody can know what that count is. I've had conversations in the barbershop, my real barbershop, with my guys about it. Everybody says it matters. We just can't decide on the count. So 10, 20, 30, 40, whatever that is, we can't say, but there's just a number in it. In each one of us, there's a number that just says that's just a little bit too much. So I think for a lot of guys, it certainly does matter. For some, depending on who the woman is, and also we also have to look at the context of what do you want out of it? Are you just looking for the body? Or are you looking for a deeper relationship? Are you looking at marriage down the line? Are you talking about someone who you're going to wife someday? Or are you just talking about just somebody just so you can put a notch on your belt? So really, it depends on what your intentions are when it comes to that question. So it's going to be different for every guy. But I say most of the guys I know, they have a number in their head, but they're not quite sure what it is. But when they hear it, they know say, yeah, that's a little bit too much.
Mandrill?
It definitely does. But the thing is, I think most guys are afraid to even ask a woman what a body count is. I'll admit, I won't ask. I'm just not going to ask. I made the mistake of doing that one time, and I wish I hadn't have. But at the same time, I'm glad I did.
What was the number?
I never did it again, and I was like,
she was like infinity.
No, I was like, my reaction was, I'm so glad I wore a condom.
What was
right?
the number?
I was number 30 something, and I was like,
no woman.
Yeah, you were just.
Who says I can't get a woman?
You just extracurricular activities, brother.
Right, and I was like, no.
So she ain't hit you with this?
No, she ain't hit me with that. It's just, but I hit it with the Kevin Samuels. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Yeah, so yeah, it definitely does matter because, and here's why, ladies, no guy that wants to be with a woman and half the town's been with her, but then you're parading around on your arm and they're looking like, yo, she obviously found a guy who's dumb enough to wipe her up. Nobody wants that, because if we saw a guy out there like that, we'd be saying the same thing. And we don't want to be that guy. That's why your body count does matter. And also, who you sleep with matters. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies, you do. Unfortunately, that's the way of the world. That's the way men look at it. So, yes.
So there's no second, no third, no fourth chances with a woman.
Of what? If I'm number 30 something, no, there's no second. No, there will be no second chances. It wouldn't have been the first had I known beforehand. Okay, I'd have just stayed away. It wouldn't have been the first. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't care who she is. Your stuff ain't that good, ladies. No.
Which is all. You ever heard of another man's trash is another man's treasure?
That's bullshit, but I have heard that's bullshit, but I've heard it. Wait. No, I've heard that, true. But that's a fallacy. In my humble opinion.
Hold on, man. Guys, listen, we have 63 people watching and we have 39 likes. Please hit that like button. Get that.
I can't wait to hear my boys' reaction.
Likes up. All right, so we got to get chaotic in here.
Yes,
Chaotic,
my
you've
boy.
been listening to this this buffoonery. What are your thoughts on what you've heard so far?
Yes,
Black man Unfiltered. I think your mic is a little bit low. I don't know if anybody can. Yeah,
is my mic a little low, everybody?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's like,
I'll fix it. I got you.
It's audible.
I'm only going to be about a minute on this. A woman shouldn't have tattoos. A woman shouldn't have more than 2 body piercings, and that's earrings. A woman shouldn't be bald, especially if she's a white woman. A few black women can pull it off. A few, very few. And a woman certainly shouldn't have a high body count. And in my opinion,
shout out to Sinead O'Connor, baby.
And in my opinion, a high body count is anything over 5. High school, I could give that a little pass, but anything after 18, if it's 5 and over, that lets me know that you are a whore. And I mean that respectfully.
Respectfully.
A woman's body is like a Ferrari. It's like a high-end Italian car, like a Lamborghini, and nobody wants a desecrated Lamborghini. Nobody wants a Lamborghini with 100,000 miles on it. Now, I'm not trying to be offensive, but this is how I always have thought. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not about to sit up here and pretend that I'm an angel, because I'm not. I've had sex with a lot of females, but the older I've gotten, the more I've realized that anything over 5, in my opinion, is just I'm married now, but even before I got married, like I went a long time without even sleeping with any woman, because I would see a tattoo, I would hear a body count, and I would get repulsed by that. And I've been there and done that in college and a few years afterwards. And I got after 30, I don't know what, it was like some sort of evolution in my brain, but I just find that disgusting. And I actually shame women for this. I shame them, and they should be shamed. A woman should be married by the time she's at least 23, 24. And so therefore she's not, sleeping around. But that's just my opinion. And I don't want anybody to change their beliefs because of me, but that's just what I think. But no tattoos, no body piercings other than like 2 earrings. And again, never cut your hair off. And if you do, go get a wig. But I'm going to digress. Thank you. Hank, go ahead, sir.
What if she has cancer?
I got you, big dog. Come on.
What?
Oh, we all like.
Am I still low, guys? Am I still low?
No, you're not.
We need
we have cancer. We don't low. I think that's a different
situation. I'm answering truthfully because I've known people who have shaved bald heads,
but that's a medical condition.
That's a medical condition, sir.
That's an outlier, right, bro? That's an outlier.
Not every woman. No, sir. There's a lot of women who go through phases and they cut their hair off. And
like a pixie cut.
Yeah, and I've actually dated women who've gone through phases, and I tell them, you better take your nappy-headed, bald-head ass to the Asian woman and get a wig or something, because I can't do it. Well, a woman's beauty is her hair.
Out to the bald head hole.
A woman's beauty is her hair. I mean, what other? I mean, come on. What are you talking about? Yeah. Go ahead, guys. You got the floor.
And I would like to add that there's a psychological and emotional situation that happens with women who ends up sleeping with a lot of men, and that trauma sometimes reflects in their future relationships. So I think it's natural for a man to biologically not want to mate or commit to a woman who has so many bodies.
Oh, hey, brother Hank, what you got for us?
Hey, man, bodies count do matter, man.
They do.
I don't know whoever told you they don't is a lie. I mean, Mandrell sit there and told you he slept with a woman had 30 bodies on her. He made number 31, huh? Ain't no goddamn way I would do that heifer.
No, like I said, had I known that ahead of time, wouldn't have been the first time. No.
She been ran through.
Yeah,
I don't need that in my life. I'm good. So
do you have a number?
Huh? Do I have a number?
Oh no, that's the next question. That's the next question. Let's
get
that's the next question.
Okay, but yes, my answer is body counts does matter to me.
Okay. What We Know podcast. What you know? Does the body count matter, brother?
Hell no. I want all the hosts. No, I'm just playing. It does. It does matter.
Shout out
It
to the
does
hoes.
matter. But this is the thing. If we pay attention, you will figure out that woman has a lot of experience sexually. Because what happens is that it fucks with her ability to pair bond with a man. It fucks with her ability to even have
what are you doing?
It fucks with her
I'm saying
ability.
she with her eyes. She just went like 360 degrees with her eyes. Like, wow.
It fucks with her ability to even have a great relationship with that man, because what I see in a lot. If you ever seen like how these strippers come out, how these women that are actual whores, or whatever, you don't have to ask them what their body count is. It's all in their being. It's all in their being. And if you don't believe that we share energy with each other, then you need to do some more research, because you can tell that a woman has a whole bunch of damn bodies based off of how she's dealing with you, if you're paying attention. So yes, it's the answer.
Now I will say this. I did hear an old school guy. You know, I'm around a whole lot of uncles. I'm a lot of old 60, 70-year-old men. And they talk about this very thing. And one of the things that I heard one of my uncles say, he said the reason that so many women that was very promiscuous in their youth, the reason that they cheat on their husbands is because they're used to variety, and they've been with you so long they've gotten bored and they need to go and re-amp up. And so that's one of the reasons why they'll go out and cheat on you. Now, that's what old man said. I didn't say that, shoo. I didn't say that, shoo. It wasn't me. It was the old man.
It's just, it kills me. Like, just
come
like
on.
I'm talking about like some of this reasoning y'all actually think. Oh my God.
It's right, shoo. It's right. It's right in front of us.
I'm not saying
you see what the end results of this.
I'm not saying pair bonding isn't a real thing. I'm not saying that. But y'all act like a woman is the only one that pair bonds when they have sex.
Well, the thing is that she's the one that has to. She's the one that has.
Of course, she's the one that has to do this. I get it.
She does
but listen,
certain hormones.
It's up to her. Listen, if she gets pregnant, I don't care what anybody say. She gets pregnant, it's on her. The onus is on her.
You're right.
I don't know what anybody else is saying, because it's her to say, yes, you can have sex with me, or no, you cannot have sex with me.
But
I don't know how we can even
have
get past
class
that
to
part
say
of it.
no.
Right.
You said what?
Like, okay,
no, but
like, so just because a woman offers
y'all go
that
past
you
the
gotta
answer.
take it.
Y'all go, but y'all go past the answer.
I thought it was too, sir.
Does it matter? Why would it? What else would it matter? If it never has to do with anybody else, then we wouldn't matter. We wouldn't even know that you
Never demand your body count. The whole answer to this is don't ask, don't tell.
I didn't know that
there are plenty of women out here who are married
by itself.
Who are married and have had body counts over 10. So don't we can't sit up here and be like, oh, because a woman has
and then they're divorced. And then they get divorced at an 86%.
That's lies.
Then they get divorced at an 86%.
That's lies.
You know why? Because they're bored. They're bored with that man.
That's lies.
What would you teach her?
Get a rose.
Would you want her to have multiple men or bodies, or would you teach her?
Here's the honest truth about things. Monogamy in itself is not natural. It's a lifestyle choice. When you're with someone, you're in a relationship, it does not automatically turn you off from being attracted to other people. It's natural for human beings to be attracted to multiple people. Now listen to me now.
That applies to men, not women.
See, just that's that right there. That right. It only applies to men. Oh my God. Anyway, like, so the choices that you make, whether or not you actually give into those urges or that you sleep with other people, that's on you. But it is natural to, first of all, getting horny is natural for both men and women. and the whole cycle about a menstrual cycle. That newsflash, men, in case y'all missed this in school, that whole process about a menstrual cycle is all about a woman's body preparing itself to house a fetus. And what has to happen in order to house a fetus? You have to have sex. You have to get pregnant. So guess what happens? You get horny.
With one man.
With a bunch of men? With a bunch of men? That's what I'm asking. Listen. Or your husband.
Listen, women get horny just like men do.
But I'm saying, but you,
I'm telling
when
you
said that,
and
are
the
you saying
whole
that
thing
she
is,
has to have
and I'm
sex
gonna tell you,
with
I'm
a
gonna
bunch of
counsel that.
men?
We don't have testosterone. Like,
that
as high as
percentage
testosterone.
of women, this whole thing, like when we bring up this whole argument about who cheats more, women or men? Women cheat a little bit less, but it ain't that much of a margin. Guess what? Because women get horny too. I did that shit.
What we're asking is
blows
how many
mind.
You're not answering the question.
These
But we're saying with a bunch of men.
Baby girl, you're not answering the question though, baby girl.
What?
Oh, I like her answer.
Does that justify sleeping with a bunch of men?
Listen, I did answer it. It's her choice. It's her choice.
And that's why she gets the stink box. That's why her box be stinking.
It's her choice.
It's the man's choice.
It's her choice. It's a woman's choice too, whether she wants to sleep with multiple men or not. It's a
right,
man's
and then there's
choice too, whether
consequences,
he
right?
wants to sleep with multiple women.
It's the consequences for the man too.
Now, one thing you can't do is you cannot complain about the consequences of your actions if you made the choices about them. I mean, if a woman gets pregnant, yes, that is. I agree with you 100%. That is on her because that's a choice she made. If a man, but at the same time, a man lay down with a woman and he get her pregnant, that's a choice he made too.
You know the difference between the consequences, though?
Go ahead. What's your justification for that? Come on. What's the justification for that?
She can mess around and have a stinky box.
And it all goes back to the choice she made and the choice he made.
She can mess around. She can have a stinky box because this is what one of the things. See, people ain't talking about this for real. When you talk about this shit in the streets, when she for the streets, I'm telling you, if you listen to what the younger generation is talking about right now, these men, one of the things that they complaining about is these girls that they're having sex with, having that stink box.
She got a stink box because she ain't dushing. That's what she got all. You know how many chicks out here in a strip club on a block? They ain't got no stank box because they dushing. That's because they have.
So what are they saying here?
Right.
Nasty bitches.
So,
that's because she don't know how to clean herself right.
Hey, Sutra, we let's get everybody in here. So Coach K was going to go.
You good, Sutra? I want to know what we're saying here.
Really?
So go ahead, Coach K.
So I just want to hear what Shushu. So what are you saying in a nutshell? What
talk about body count?
Yeah, just now going back and forth with what we know.
Okay, so body count. I mean, it only matters if it matters to you, righteously. And my whole thing was I got off on this tangent because I said women don't. I mean, the whole thing is don't ask, don't tell. You ain't got to worry about going through that. Don't ask, don't tell. My answer is this, and I said this on Sir Hill platform. You ain't my first, but if you play your cards right, you'll be my last. End of discussion.
So we're not considering anything else. That's it.
That's it. For what?
Okay.
Because just like this, that's what I think. What I'm hearing from the guys, a lot of things of what they're worried about is number one. They're worried about walking into a room and or going out into the city somewhere and running into a dude that them slept with their woman. I mean, that's a concern. And then, another thing they worried about is, if this is her habit, you know what I mean? Okay, we get together. Will she continue those habits? That's a valid point. I get that. And then another concern is if she gonna get pregnant and she slept with another man and get pregnant by another man and have me raising another man baby. That's what I'm hearing too. That's really what it boils down to. But bottom line is don't ask, don't tell. Shit.
Because
real quick, Coach, let me put a little commercial in there. It happened to me in my early 20s. I was at the barbershop getting a haircut, getting a taper fade, and some dudes just started talking randomly. right? And old boy was like, damn, man, when I tell you, bro, she don't even care where she at, bro. Like, she just, man, that girl, boy, she the best head I've ever had in my life, blah, blah. And I'm just sitting up there checking my haircut, listening to the guys at the barbershop. Then I was like, and then the dude, my barber was doing something behind my head. I said, what the hell is you doing? And I did not know my barber was telling them to shut up because that's the girl that I was dating. You see what I'm talking about? So I said, Tim, because Tim was my barber. Shout out to
You were
Tim.
that guy, huh?
Yeah, Tim watching right now. Tim, my barber, told me that. Tim said, hey, bro, this I don't mean no harm, bro. Can I holler at you for a minute? I said, what's up? He said, man, you know, girl you talk to, boy. He said, boy, she been ran through and hung up wet and dry, bro. They took off the clothes line and put her right back to work. I said, no!
God damn.
No. You know, and I learned from that, bro. Bro, I was sick.
An experience like that would change your life.
But let me tell you something. I was getting a haircut to go to dinner with her. So I go, look, listen, man. I pull up, bro. I pull up in my I had some AN1 shorts on and a t-shirt. I pull up. She said, why you not dressed to go? I said, we ain't going nowhere. Listen, we ain't got nothing to talk about. Hey. She said, what's wrong with you? I said, listen, man. I say, man, you done garage sell yourself all these years and you ain't told me that you put yourself out here for a yard sale? Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. She talking about, well, can I be honest? Can I be honest? What's the honesty? Tell me.
Why would you
I was out there.
Even give a damn, though? Why would you even care? That's yours. Ain't it not?
You, dog.
Who raised you?
Oh no! Did he just ask
Who raised you, partner?
So, we on lock. So let me ask you a question. You in the barbershop getting your dreads retwisted, right? And let's say your wife's name is Laura, and me and Mandrea are talking. Man, Laura can suck Kansas through California, boy. Oh, boy, she throw that thing back and look back at it. You see them brown eyes, and the whole time we talking about, and I show him a picture or a video of her giving some voluptuous PhD service, and you look at the camera and it's your wife. You're gonna say, "Oh yeah, I get that same thing too."
Yeah, that's what he gonna say. He gonna be like, "Don't worry about it, man."
Are we talking about current or are we talking about past? Are we talking about current or are we talking about past?
It can be either one.
It's the past, homie.
Let Kiara get the mic.
Go ahead, Kiara. Go ahead.
Let Kiara get the mic.
You muted.
You muted, brother. You muted, good brother.
Coach K, Shoo and Family Values. Please do what they call them when you're a kid, like mitten. What do they call them when you don't want to hear a kid?
Earmuff.
Yeah. I think the three of you guys should be earmuffs. I want to ask We on Loc a question. I don't want you guys to get offended by this question, but yeah, I mean, if you're adults, We on Loc Nation, cut the cap. I'm about to ask you a question. Don't pretend like you never watched it. If you were dating a female and somebody showed you a video of ghetto gaggers and she was on there from 10 years ago, would you continue to date her, sir? Keep it real. Don't pretend like you never watched ghetto gaggers.
Is that a rhetorical question or can I speak? Yes.
You continue to date a woman.
You disgust me, man.
On the boy's side.
You trolling, man. You gotta be trolling, Loc.
Y'all make Mr. Bennett calm down.
This is not like
Mr. Bennett.
Y'all made Mr. Bennett calm down.
Mr. Bennett, jump in, Mr. Bennett, and have a word. Mr. Bennett, come in. Come on.
Wait a minute. We don't like Nation. You mean to tell me that you would continue to date her after you saw that she was on ghetto gaggers?
Man, he gonna he gonna tell her meet her at the altar.
That matter how
he gonna say meet me at the altar.
That is crazy.
You said 10 years ago.
From 10 years ago, correct.
It doesn't matter what she did 10 years ago, 11 years ago, 12 years ago.
Have you ever watched? You've watched.
So you're gonna leave her out there to be single forever?
Yes.
No wonder y'all niggas is single. God damn.
Okay,
you
hold on.
You willing to marry a hoe?
He's married though. He's
That's
Keanu's married though.
That's the only one on this planet Earth. The only one on this planet Earth. Everybody else is gone.
Now we on lock. Let's get the ladies. Let's see what the ladies have to say.
On this planet.
Okay, let's see what the ladies have to say.
Oh my God!
Hold on. We on lock.
I'm coming for your neck.
We on lock. Let's see what the ladies have to say.
I'm ready. I ain't scared.
Shoo. If a man seen his girl on Ghetto Gagas, does he proceed to give her what she need, or does he leave? Bars.
If she on Ghetto Gagas, honey, more than likely, I mean, if she gagging on his, like she gagging on his, honey.
So should he stay or should he go?
He still might stay anyway. I'm telling you. Let me tell you something. Something I noticed, and this is where a lot of guys, like, I have to call kind of cap on.
I'm not staying.
The only time a woman's body count really matters is if, like, you know, I don't know, if only time a guy would take a woman where her body count doesn't matter is if she laying it down good enough. I'm talking about she put it down, he don't give a damn who she been with. Like, even if it is a thought in the back of his mind, he don't give a damn who she been with. If that head so good, honey, you sliding it down. I'm telling you, he gonna be like, damn, that's fucked up. But God damn, like, dudes are like that. Is that, or because and proof is in the pudding. Amber Rose been married multiple times. Kim Kardashian got a sex tape that made her famous. Everybody and their mama done seen that tape, and she been married multiple times.
That's the out word, multiple times. They got tired of that. They didn't want that.
Openly telling people what she do, and been married, and got a baby.
Been married once,
and then
she's only been married twice. She's been married twice.
Regular dudes. These are high value dudes marrying them.
They ain't high value.
You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, regardless of money, they're all men. You got a woman, like I said, the only time body count don't matter is if she laying. I'm talking about laying it out on you.
She married a simp and a crazy dude. That ain't high value.
Or she is the type of woman that you never thought that you would be able to date. Like, she's out of your league. Because a woman who's out of your league,
hold on. She let me say this real quick.
She can get away with a whole lot more than the average woman can.
Okay, let me say this. Okay, now you know body count doesn't matter. Like, if let's flip it for a second, just for Shoo guys, just for Shoo. Let's flip it. If a guy told you he had a lot of bodies, what would you say?
I mean, I like, for instance, like for me, most guys.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
That was my challenge right there.
Most guys have had a lot of bodies, but bottom line is most husbands were whores before they got married.
Men can't be whores.
Most of them were whores before they got married.
Men can't be whores.
You know what I mean? So let's be honest about that.
Stop it. Men can't be whores.
Just like you don't want to walk into a room and every guy in the room's been with your woman. I don't want to walk into a room and every chick in there, my dude done took down.
So
the energy towards me is gonna be like, like it's a whole energy towards it.
That's cap, man.
Actually, to be fair, hold on. To be fair, wait, stop. To be fair, she was raised in the same household as me, therefore she takes on the same ideology as I do. Right. I don't want a chick with a high body count, and she has said her whole life she don't want to do with a high body. She don't want to do with a high body count. Right now, she's being realistic when she says, "Hey, realistically, most dudes got a high body count. So what's the likelihood of me finding out a guy with a low one?" She's being realistic, but
Mandrell, let me ask the question: if a dude got a high body count, okay, a lot of women say that is what it is. Hey, a lot of men gonna have a body count, right? It's just that men are gonna have.
Her whole thing is she doesn't want a guy.
Right? No. I know that. I know Shoo. Everybody knows Shoo got is classy. Shoo ain't finna be out here.
For the rest of it, though, baby girl.
But what I'm saying
the rest
is,
of it, though, I gotta.
But Shoo, if your man sat you down and said, Shoo, I got a lot of bodies. However, I do want you to know when I was in college, I experimented with Steve and Eric them.
Ooh.
That's the equivalent.
Ooh.
How you feel about me? How you feel about me with Steve and Eric? Them? We were at a frat party, and I decided to try something different.
Steve and Eric.
It is.
Those are. But wait. So I can understand the question quite probably. But wait, those are guy names.
Yes.
Right.
She can't bring that. She can't bring that home, and she knows that.
That's part of the body count.
No, man.
No, it's not. I mean, I don't care what it's part of. She can't bring that shit home. My bad. No offense to anyone of the Rainbow Coalition and the LGBTQ, but real talk.
Listen, if it's a confession like after marriage, I mean, it is what it is. I would just tell them. I mean,
you better not tell me.
What's my grave, not knowing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you better take it to your grave.
You know, if it's beforehand, like my question is, like, you know,
what if you saw him on Ghetto Gaggers?
Did you see?
She can't bring that shit home. Hold up.
What you do?
Family values. Let's get family values in here. Family values.
What would you do, buddy?
What I mean, what?
Like I said, just to be fair, shoot. You know what?
If the roles were reversed,
you know damn well.
I mean, if you know what we know, what we know podcast has a point. He said that that's the equivalent of a woman having a high body count, because a woman with a woman, right? But if a man tells you my body count, I've slept with 30 people and 11 of them were men. And he said, I changed my life. I've been delivered.
I don't want women no more.
I'm sure you have.
But
that's your faith.
Right.
So family values. Would you want to be with a man that has slept with 12 women and 11 men?
I wouldn't want a man that has slept with one man.
Exactly, family values. And no woman, well, can't say no woman.
Can't say.
Is there some people out there?
What was your first question that you asked, Shushu, that you were supposed to ask all of us? What was that question just now?
Oh shit! What was it, y'all? Because y'all got me so, man. Listen. What if a man had a high body count? Basically, that's what I said, right? That was the question.
No, it wasn't. But she did bring up Kim Kardashian, and that she has, many marriages, but clearly she hasn't been able to keep them, considering that the pair bonding isn't quite there. And then on top of that, she has her reality show, and there was just a clip that went viral where she was crying because her children was running into her videotape. So we're acting like it's no big deal for a woman to get famous off of sex, or for a woman to be known because of that. It is a big deal, especially as you get older and you mature and you realize that's not what you want to be known for.
And she also admitted that she was a failure.
She's not keeping her men.
Here's the thing. Here's why I got pushed back on that. There's nothing new under the sun. So things like this have been going on forever. It's just that now things are like just put out everywhere. It's like publicized, you know what I'm saying? But back in the day, you had women out there getting their groove on, doing their thing. I got a great aunt. We got a great aunt. Had a husband and a boyfriend. You hear me? Had a husband and a boyfriend. And she said her motto was this: every woman needs two kind of men. One to pay her bills and one to satisfy her needs. Ain't nothing new under the sun.
You don't think there's societal norms?
Right. And not only her, it's plenty women like that back in the day. It's just that it wasn't publicized. So it's like, like, so my point is that has nothing to do with pair bonding, because, you know what I mean? A woman sleeping outside or other men, she can still stay married. That has nothing to do with it.
So can I that one doesn't count. Listen, I know the person that she's talking about. Hold on. And no, stop. You know, wait, stop. You know full well.
She don't count.
She doesn't. That chick was doing voodoo. And look, that's the shit that makes you believe in magic. It really did. Like, if you don't believe in magic and you saw that, if you ever saw that relationship, you'd be like, nah, that dude either he's doing magic or this dude ain't human. No man does that except maybe we unlock. But sorry, brother, it's just easy target. My bad, we unlock.
Listen,
you cannot use her as an example.
By having babies that look absolutely.
But you're missing the point. You miss family values' whole point.
Family, like
you miss family values' entire point, though. The point is she can't keep them. Neither can Amber Rose. These whores cannot keep men. And the men who sleep with them and wait. No one gets mad at a guy for marrying them. We kind of look at you kind of like, you slept with that chick? Really? Mm-hmm. Was that the best you could do? But then when they marry them, hold on, let me finish.
So in fairness,
let me finish.
Kim and Kanye could have lasted if Kanye didn't.
No, they couldn't have. Kanye was batshit crazy.
His mind.
Stop. Kanye's batshit crazy. No one respects that fucknut. Okay? He's nothing. He's not even a member of the black community, in my opinion. Fuck him forever. Now, no one respects
I
Kanye.
agree with you there.
Yeah, no one respects Kanye.
I respect him.
I don't at all.
Okay, but I do. Don't speak for all of us.
Yeah, that's why I say, in my opinion, of course. Kanye is a nut job, and he needs help, but he refuses to get it. But he thinks he's a genius because everyone keeps pumping him up, his head up like he is. But he hadn't made a good album since College Dropout. Let's be real. All right. Now, all these other women who are promiscuous like that, they can't keep their men. And men keep telling ladies, what you want to do, ladies, your goal should be to keep us. That is how you win. That is the touchdown. It is a game-winning basket, the home run, the whole shebang. But women keep this, and I'm disappointed that you keep doing this tonight when you know better. And I know you know better.
No, you're right. I do know better. I know that there's plenty of men out here in relationships with women, long-term relationships, in marriages with women who got high body counts. You better know that.
The men don't know it.
Is and hey, listen, it is what it is. But they enjoying all the lessons.
The men don't know it.
They enjoy because they enjoying all the lessons she learned along the way. All the mileage and experience she got along the way. That's because they enjoying all them lessons.
But you know what? One of the things.
You better let us find out.
But one of the things I can see where it's a big miss, because you cannot say that women don't value low body counts too, because you guys actually lead with telling men either you don't have a high body count or you will lie about your body count. You would tell a man that it's rude for him to ask you for your body count, just like how women used to say it was rude to ask their age. Right, yeah. You guys know, inherently, you guys know that it brings down your value when you have a high body count. So it's all cap when you sit back and try to fight for the hoes. That's not fair to this conversation. It's disingenuous, and you're guilty of it.
But what I'm saying is, because my point is this.
Because you know,
my
guys lead with that. With
my
a low
point
body
is,
count.
you know what? I never said body count doesn't matter. It does. But the point is this. The point is this. Hoes are still getting wiped up. You just don't know you married.
No, they not. No, they not. Hoes are being holed up.
Yes, they are.
They side chick.
Yes, they are.
And
I said this on Sir Hell Network. I said this on Sir Hell Network. See these newfound men, just like y'all talk about modern women.
Marilyn Monroe never got married. She never got married, Marilyn Monroe. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. Wait. Here's the thing.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, Marilyn Monroe slept with like all the JFKs. Okay. And then number two, JFK, RFK, she slept with both of them, both brothers. Okay. That's a well-known fact. No one's hidden that ever. So, and plus, the point again is that these chicks might get married, but they can't keep the marriage. Amber Rose married, divorced. Kim K married, divorced several times.
I want to ask you a question.
Aren't you married? Stop.
Now Rose married three times.
Okay. There you go. Can't keep a marriage. Hold on. We unlock. Aren't you married?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been married?
Almost 12 years.
How do you keep that marriage? That's your answer. They can't seem to be able to do this because they have trouble pair bonding. I don't even believe in that bullshit. But I do know that there's something wrong. The thing is, there is a correlation. There's a relationship between promiscuous women and the inability to maintain meaningful relationships in their lives. There is a correlation there.
And this is why I got pushback.
Where
divorce rate is, if the divorce rate is 80%, then you know what? You mean to tell me that 80% of the women are whores?
No,
they're not. They're not.
No, but the number of
no one said that. That's a big leap.
So guess what? Women with low body count and women who do everything right, they divorce too.
You're reaching. Stop. That's not the point. That's not the point of the conversation.
The contact has been made.
I would say something.
Don't do it.
That's not the point of the conversation.
No,
what I'm saying is no. What I'm saying.
Body count matters.
Hold on. Okay, now we unlock. Hold on a second. I gotta get this up. We unlock. I pointed to you because you and your wife are somehow able to maintain a meaningful relationship. You're doing it right, apparently. For 12 years, you've been doing it right. For some reason, these promiscuous, and my point is, for some reason, no, I didn't say it was easy. I said you're doing it right, or at least you're doing something right. But for some reason, there is a correlation between these promiscuous women and the inability to maintain a meaningful relationship. That could be marriage, it could be boyfriend, girlfriend, it could be family. I said relationships. I didn't say
I can tell you why. I could tell you why, but I don't want to piss you off.
No, you go ahead.
Hold on. Before you go, we unlock. Hold on, before you go on, we unlock. There are people in the chat asking for Freezy's Cash App. It is scrolling at the bottom of the screen, ladies and gentlemen.
At the bottom of the screen.
So if you're looking to go ahead and send him a donation, please do so. He lost his mom. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. If you want to send a Cash App, please. Everything tonight, guys. Do not send me any Cash Apps. Do not send me any super chats. Just send it to $Freezy 1976 to show him and his family some love with the loss of his mom. And then when you do give a donation, if you want to come back and say you gave one, I'll play a video chat for you, a video clip for you. Mosaic, TJ Randolph just got here, so she didn't know. So if anybody want to give a donation, please give it to No Captivity with Freezy. We're gonna take a break. Everybody take a deep breath, and I'm gonna play this cut scene, and then we'll be right back.
I'm back in my bag, yo. Conscious. ISO. Diamond. Back in my bag and I gotta brag, I do this shit for real. When we was down and we had nothing, we had to share a meal. We put the shit in overdrive with no steering wheel. Shorty throw that thing back in a pair of heels. Yeah, she be riding on that thing like a Ferris wheel. Yeah, I love them dark skin, brown skin, caramel. You know I had to bring it to the hood like she Karen.
All right, man. Thank you guys thank you TJ for that super chat. Make sure I get that over to him as well. I'll send it. I'll Cash App it to him. We don't like. You can say it, man. I mean, there's no hate between you and I. You know that it's all love. But say what you got to say. I mean, I'm curious to hear it. I don't even remember what you said last time. I guess he went AFK. Hey, thank Von Bryant for that $10 super chat. I appreciate you, man.
Yes, give us. You gave $10. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
What were you saying? We unlock? Yeah, go ahead and say it, dude. I mean, I don't get upset. You know, it's all love.
That most marriages end in divorce, and it's most of them don't practice spirituality. Sorry.
Well, you know what? I can't say that because, and I'm a Christian, but I can't say that because there are some atheist marriages doing great.
And that was my point to you last time. I was like, there's some non-believers, atheists, deists, non-believers out there whose marriages are going just fine.
And I don't agree. I don't agree that and this is just my personal opinion with the whole atheist. I'm not judging nobody, but I can't believe nothing from nothing created nothing to be nothing. So I would have to have that explained to me.
Well, here's the thing.
Right? But I want
go ahead. Go ahead.
We don't get into religion or nothing.
No, we're not. I mean, I like the Chaotic had his hand up. Is what it is.
Go ahead, Chaotic.
Is what it is.
Black man, Unfiltered. That is the biggest misconception about atheism and agnosticism.
Help me out, brother.
It's not that the individuals who are atheists believe that nothing came from nothing that created nothing or something. It's the idea or notion that we are beings on this planet and we have absolutely no idea how we got here, and we don't really have an answer. Somebody got the thing on.
Yeah, so I got the YouTube on.
Yeah, so it's the idea that nobody really knows how we came to be, what we really are, and the universe is a mystery. And I think that's what a lot of atheists and agnostics really believe. I used to consider myself an atheist at one point. But speaking of atheist couples, Neil deGrasse Tyson and his wife, they're atheists and they've been married for a long time.
Yeah,
40 years, damn near.
Yeah. I mean,
but that's what it really is.
Yeah, because the thing, we got the James Webb Telescope, so maybe they can tell us.
Did you see that image?
Yes, I saw plenty. I saw several of them. 4 images.
I just had a nerdgasm just thinking about it.
I did too, man. I did too. Hey, there's a comet that passed by Earth this weekend. I said, yeah. I called my sister up and asked her, was she able to see it?
So listen,
I
promise you we'll talk about that in the back chat. I swear to God, because I'm interested as well. I saw those images as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Sherelle asked the question that was the next question. What is the number that a woman would tell you, Mandriel, I've been with this man, I've been with blank amount, and make you leave her at the restaurant? We're going to start with, let's start with the ladies first. What should be the number for women? I won't let's talk about women first, then we'll reverse it. Family values. What should be the number for women, a decent number for women to be like, you know what? Still be under the range of not being considered,
Well, honestly, what I teach my daughters is to save themselves for their husbands, and how important it is that you give that gift to him and no one else. And we can deal with reality, because there's women out here who were not taught that and do not have those values.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to tell them, I would say 2 or 3 at the max. But personally, what I teach my own family, my children, is to save yourself for your husband, so we can, so we don't have to, they won't have to go through the trauma and things that a lot of women are dealing with nowadays.
So we'll go down. We'll go up, down, up, down. What we know.
Number? Well, I don't think that there's a actual number, but it goes to what the young lady was just saying, that, with my children, I got 2 daughters myself, and my whole thing is to save yourself for marriage. Find a husband and quit trying to find a boyfriend, because I see what the problems are here. And one of the problems is that we don't have a discipline in this world. And it's just a bunch of people screwing each other without actually loving each other, figuring out what they don't know, because half the people don't know anything about relationships. They don't even understand that a relationship teaches you a lot of things about yourself. It brings up a lot of the bad shit that you come up. It's a mirror to a bunch of the bad shit that you have. It doesn't bring up the great shit. It shows you exactly who you are. How you gonna be able to do anything like that if you are here screwing all these different people? That goes for men and women. However, with women, what you got to understand is that we cherish you guys. As if we're trying to get a wife, we cherish your womb. Most men don't want to have another woman's child to take care of. So if you look at it where we can just do whatever we want to do, and we can just, it's causing a lot of friction in your life when you do that. Why not try to say, well, I'm going to present myself so I can be a wife for a man? A lot of women ain't even looking at it that way. It's no discipline when it comes down to it. So with that number, the number has to be as low as possible. And you at least got to shoot for finding a husband, or you don't have to. He'll find you. All you got to do is present yourself as that man's wife, because he's not just looking at you as just being his wife. He's looking at you as being his child's mother.
Now let me add something to that before we get Shushu in here. I know she finna flip the whole boat over. And so, yeah, I know you on. I see it. But listen, one of the things, guys, that I teach my daughters, I have 3. And one of the things that I teach my daughters is this particular thing. I've shared it before when I co-host with Security Boss. So shout out to Security Boss. But this is what I share with my daughters. If you guys can see that. That is, I draw it like a pie. It's like a circle cut in shapes. And I tell my daughter, let me hold it up so I can explain. I tell my daughter, this represents your body. And if you go and you sleep with Mandriel, Bennett, Dwayne, Mike, Donovan, Billy, and Paul, how many spots are left on the pie when you get married? Does your husband deserve to have one slice of the pie when you were born to give him the whole thing?
You should get Father of the Year, sir.
So, I try to instill that in them and have them think. You have to think, because when you get with your husband, the one that deserves all of you, you can only give him 10% of you, because you gave all the other 90% to men that didn't even deserve to be in your presence.
Black men, I'm almost in tears, man. Thank you so much, sir. You are a exceptional father. Thank you so much, sir.
I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, I'm not a father, sir, but thank you for being a great father.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, I think, and I want to tag on because you guys were talking about your daughters, and I think I would tag in that to make sure that I put that in there as well. You can't give the whole pie away, and then when you meet the guy of your dreams, you're giving him one slice when you had a whole pie to give him, right? Because he eat that one slice of pie. What else does he have?
Yeah,
right. He's only getting a little small percentage of you. But shoo, you can't do without shoo. What you got, Sugarfoot?
Okay, I'm gonna be serious about this. I have a smart ass comment I wanted to say, but I'm gonna keep it. This be serious. All right.
Go ahead, say your smart ass comment.
No. Practice makes perfect, bitch. So you better know it. Your husband away today, bitch. You gonna throw it down on him. You could trust and believe, honey. He ain't gonna want no other woman after that girl. Let me stop. Okay, no, stop. I'm just playing.
So they need. So basically, she owe everything to Mandrell for helping her get to that point.
No, because I get it. No parent who really cares about their child want their daughters, especially like the last thing you want your daughter to aspire to is to be like swinging from a strip pole. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I get it. Like, that's the last thing you want. So I get it. I completely understand. But as far as like to the question, so what's high? What's too high of a body count? What's the number? I think, and just being honest and transparent, I think that depends on the age. Because if you think about it, like the older a woman is, if you're dating a woman, like, Scam Likely said it too on the other panel. He was like, if a woman is like 35 and, you are legally an adult at 18, or let's say she lost her virginity at 20. So, from 20 to 35, that's 15 years. Like between, in that 15-year time period, I mean, unless she's been in 2 relationships, you know what I'm saying? Most women have more mileage. So, I mean, but at the same time, if she's like 20 years old and she's had like, just a crazy number, it's like, well, dang.
Plethora.
You know what I mean? Like, so I think it just depends on the age.
That's why it's important to marry young.
That part right there. Oh, yeah. I knew I liked you. I knew there's something about you that I like. Yeah, that's right. Family values. I agree.
Hank, Link, what you got for us, Doc?
You're on mute, Hank.
So me, Andrew. Calm down, big brother.
That one, she's all right, though.
I know that's right.
Nothing but net.
I hear you. 5 or less.
5 or less?
Thank you, ma'am. I'm sorry. Y'all see what Miss Sherelle said? Yet your husband been taking people's pie all over.
Don't agree with her. No, for real. Don't agree. Do not agree with you.
Listen, guys. On behalf of Hinka Link and Incorporated, this is for the people out there that are dealing with something right now. So we start.
My song.
All right, no, we'll play yours in a minute. But yeah, Hinka Link, thank you for that, man. Let's go ahead and go to the good guy, Chaotic Truth. What do you got for us, Doc?
Normally I rock with Shushu. I'm very shocked and appalled at her behavior tonight. However, I have to agree with Hank.
She's guilty.
And I have to say this to address what Shushu said. Shushu, men are divine by God's own ordination himself. He said, be fruitful and multiply. Men have a divine right to sleep and get as much coochie as possible. Now, do I promote this as an older man now? No. But Shushu, I mean, do you honestly believe that we have all this sperm just to have it? No, we have to spread our seed. Now, I don't say spread your seed because you can't be Genghis Khan out here. But the idea is that women we guys have like 2 ovaries and 1 egg. And like, I don't know how your biology works, but you're not designed to sleep around 1, 2 dudes at maximum. But yes, a man could sleep. Listen, I don't even want to say that part, but listen, a man has every right to sleep with as many women as possible. and we're not shunned for our behavior. And I'll be honest with you. I know you're saying, okay, capping, but here goes the thing though. Most women really like the fact that their man has slept around because she's like, damn, he chose me over those bitches. I gotta be the man. See, that's how y'all think, and that's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. And,
the brother's got a point there.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
The brother's got a point.
Yeah,
we don't
ladies
like
and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and get we on lock. What do you have for us?
Sex. You don't even believe that's your damn self. Look at that.
No, I know. I'm laughing. No, I'm laughing at what I said about we on lock. I believe everything that I say. I listen. I haven't slept with that many women in my life. It's like 80 something. But we are divine. We have to be. 80 is not a lot. I know people in the hundreds. Trust me. I know people in the. I'm talking about.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
80 ain't nothing compared to my age.
Wait, no.
Yeah, 80 ain't nothing. That's a small number. Yeah, that's a very small number. I know people have something
now, right here behind me. Guilty. That nigga is guilty.
All right, so we on lock. What you got for us, man?
This body count stuff. Oh my God.
Yeah, he looking to save him.
Well,
go ahead. We on lock.
I mean, I'm saying that wasn't it some whore on the street that saw Jesus and grabbed his garment and he lost his ability?
No, that was the woman with the issue of blood that had a period.
Okay, so who was the
grab
the feet and wash the feet?
Hey, Mr. Ben, I saw your face too.
Are you talking about Mary?
That grab the feet and wash the feet of Jesus. Okay. If Jesus can give that woman, can use that woman, then I can use any woman that has.
You're talking about the woman at the well. And Jesus told her, you sleeping with a lot of men, and the man you with right now ain't your man.
Not your husband.
He checked her.
Okay. And
so come again.
Jesus checked her. She tried to get Jesus. She left a man to go get water, saw Jesus, said, shit, I might get some too. And Jesus checked her.
Don't play
yes,
like
that's
that.
Perfect.
Go ahead.
The bottom line of all that is, why would you care? Why would you care if it was 10, 20, 30 years down the line? I know 50-year-olds. I just don't know 50-year-olds. Is this your time to talk? Or is it my time to talk, sir?
Go ahead, brother.
He got his cape on tight tonight, baby.
Because I see.
Go on and save him now. Go on.
I see what this is. Of course, I'm gonna bring in the cape today. I got the dread. I got the locks and the cape flapping in the wind for y'all. Because guess what? While y'all starving for pussy, the women gonna come cater to people like me. I'm not saying me because I'm not pinning flowers on myself. I've been married for almost 12 years, and I can get it when anytime I want to get it. But the women who actually who are in these particular spaces and who have body counselors, it shouldn't even matter to you. It shouldn't matter to you at all. You treat a woman how she should be treated. If the one nigga didn't treat her like a woman, then somebody else will. Guarantee you that.
And she won't respect him.
You're gonna be looking real suspect out
there. No, she won't respect him
at all.
Want to bet?
Yes.
How much you want to bet me?
You respect the hoe? Do you respect
how much you want to bet me?
I would bet you.
If she slide with that knob right.
No.
You will if she slide on that knob right, honey.
Mandrea, hold on, guys. We're gonna have a full table conversation about this after we get everybody's thoughts on the number. Mandrea, go ahead with the number, and then when everybody finish, we'll hop in with a conversation. Go ahead, Mandrea.
Y'all don't believe what my sister's saying. She's actually.
I'm saying,
hold on, stop.
Guys getting up here and pretending like.
Is it my turn to talk? Is it my turn to talk to yours?
But no.
Thank you. If memory serves, you had your chance.
And he won't move the
No. Here's the thing.
So that's the cabinetry.
No. Here's the thing. She knows better. She knows full well a dude with 30 bodies, she wouldn't pay that nigga no attention. Dude with 20, if she knew a guy had 20 or 15 bodies, no. We've had these conversations. Okay, so no, she wouldn't. Body counts matter to her. Okay, don't believe this bullshit.
My policy.
So here's the thing. My answer to your question, Black Man.
What's the number? What's the number?
I agree with Hink, 5 or less, given my age. Okay, and if it's a woman in my peer group, 5 or less.
All right.
What woman?
We'll get my co-host last. Mr. Bennett, what's the number?
5 bodies.
Under 20.
What world are you living in, Negro?
What world?
It's my.
What
it's
world
my,
are you living in?
He asked me what my preference would be, and I gave him the answer.
Hold on, guys. We're gonna have a conversation. Mr. Bennett, what's your number?
Again, a lot of it's going to depend on the age of the individuals.
Right.
I'm different from most of the guys on the panel in that I don't buy this this thing where men can do whatever and women can't. I think men should be celibate as well as women and get married early. Find your woman, keep your body count low, marry early. That's me. If I had sons, I have 3 daughters, so I can't teach this to a son. If I had a son, I tell him to keep it zipped up also. And so, I'm not one to think of, man is, yes, biologically, I know what we are, but I don't think it's good for a man to have a lot of partners either. So marry early. And my thing is, if you're going to be together for the rest of your lives, you got 50 years to work it out. You can come to the table not knowing anything, but look, give it time and patience. You can learn how to do stuff, right? You can learn almost anything off of YouTube. So figure it out, okay, as you go along. You don't have to go. But that was a thing. I will say this, especially about a lot of these quote unquote values religious women. One thing I always call them out on is because they'd be the first ones to talk about values, but they always expected their man to always know what to do on the honeymoon night. That they always up to him. So they would never concern themselves with it, but they expected that their man would know what to do. So there was a little bit of hypocrisy with that. But I say, as far as the number, I would say definitely under 5. I prefer under 2. I prefer 1. Right. So, but that's me. But I understand the world that I'm in. If my daughters ever came to me and that was the reality, we would deal with it as is. But I teach my daughters as much as they can that, again, save themselves for marriage, but don't be waiting until you're 30, 35 to get married. Make yourselves what you need to be a wife to a husband now. So that would be my answer. I would definitely keep the body count low.
All right, now
absolutely.
Like
I said, it depends on her age.
What's the number, and then we'll have the conversation. Then we'll let you ask some questions as well. But go ahead, Miss K, Coach K. What is the number?
I would say best case scenario 1, waiting till marriage, but in reality, maybe between 5 and 10. But no more than 10. I would preferably 5. But I think that I'm sure the conversation is going to go towards the double standard, but I think there should be a double standard. However, I don't think men should just be having sex all over the damn place. However, men and women are different biologically. Mm-hmm. Sexual liberation was not good for women. But we live in different times. I acknowledge that. But I think it says more about a woman when she, like, half these kids, like, aren't you in school? Like, don't you have other things to do? It just goes to the moral conversation for me. But I would say no more than 5. Worst case scenario, no more than 10. So that's what I would say. Yeah,
because I've heard some female. Oh, Lord have mercy. I've talked to some females that's in their 40s and they brag about it. Girl, I've been throwing this thing. Girl, I've been throwing this thing on them boys since I was 15 years old.
Hey, Black Man, you know what the best sex is?
You're 15 and you're 50. Shit. That means that thing been out of warranty for at least 10 years.
Shout out to Arby's.
The warranty on that vehicle is over. Because what can you enjoy if you started out and I ask people a question without trying to offend them, but I was like, hey, listen, at 15, she said, yeah, the dude used to come pick me up from school. Y'all know, come on now, some of you older men know what I'm talking about. The girls go to school, dress one way, go in the bathroom, dress another way, a car pull up out front with a 20-year-old dude in it. They hop in at 15 years old out having sex, right? And then you have sex with one dude, then you have sex with another 20-year-old dude, and another. So you started out with grown men at 15. So that means your promiscuous year 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now you 50, 55? I mean, that thing been on the road a long time.
Hey, she's rimmed out.
Woo.
She rimmed up. She rimmed out.
And you know what, Hank? You know what she said? You know what she's saying right now? I'm looking for a husband.
No, thank you. It won't be me.
Damn pimp.
But
right.
Let me ask you guys, what do you think her number is?
I don't know. I don't even want to know.
50.
Infinity.
We don't like to save it though.
Yeah, it's a shame.
We don't like a boo up.
Well, here's my thing. We don't lock. So we don't lock. We don't lock.
We gonna put on the best cologne, the best jerseys, the best hat, the best shoes, the Jordans.
Nobody wears jerseys anymore, man.
Boys, and
We don't like
they can see a girl from a mile away, dog, and they be like, "Yo, this is one fat ass chick right here."
Hey, can you highlight what Sir Hill spelled? Sir Hill speak wrong.
Number, dog. Let me get your number, and then all of a sudden you go into the room, go into the back. That don't matter where you go into, and then you go
hold on,
sex
real
with a woman, and then you impregnate her, and he's like, I don't know that chick.
Now let me address this real quick. Let's talk the better black life. He says, Black Men Unfiltered, who are you hanging around with? Now, come on, you've been in the world longer than me, brother. You know that there are some women that started having sex very, very early in life. 14, 15. Even today, I think it's worse today than it's ever been.
It's way worse today.
Where
you know, they starting early, 13, 14, 15 years old. Excuse me?
It's on Earth.
What city? In what state?
Or in Europe? Wait, hold on. Hold on a second.
So
we unlock.
We unlock. You're saying there. We unlock. You're saying that there's no girls out here that are teenagers.
I didn't say that. You're not going to put words on. You're not going to put words on my mouth. I said, what city and state is it?
Sensitive.
All of them.
America.
How
about that?
But
Earth in your vernacular. Earth with an F on it. So you can understand in your vernacular. Earth.
I definitely know it's
I don't know what movies y'all be watching.
Hold on, Family Values.
It's definitely happening in Philadelphia. I remember my daughter, when she was in first grade, came home and told me that the girls in her class told her exactly what sex was, like very explicit details.
Exactly.
They not only know it, they're doing it.
But
kids are not in class trading Pokemon cards no more. They showing pictures of titties.
As a substitute teacher here in Kentucky,
who they think that Snapchat was made
for?
It was
found
made
rubbers
for
in the elementary bathroom. That's what we found in the elementary bathroom. Condoms.
And you letting these kids go to these public schools?
Not anymore.
What does that say? What does that say about?
Well, you're a man of the community, so go into your community and make the public school better.
My children go to private school.
They do it in private school.
You can do it even in private school. So you don't think they doing that
doing it there too?
Fuck no.
Wait,
what?
You said what now?
You like, I said no.
In private schools.
The private schools, what?
Oh, they're worse. Oh,
y'all some new.
Oh my God! What are we talking about? What?
So you have.
But look at
what happens in private schools. So why don't you just go ahead and homeschool your kids then? Since you can't trust your kids so you can't putting your kids in private school, so you can't trust your kids putting them in public school or in charter school. Why don't you private homeschool them? But wait a minute,
I encourage that.
You got to go to work, right? You got to.
I encourage that. My partner, his wife.
So you send your uncle over. What happens to your kids then?
Have to save a hoe. The kids only go to school for 4 hours.
My nigga. I got your cap to save a hoe, my nigga.
Only go to school for 4 hours. They only should go to school for 4 hours. They ought to go to learn math, science, and English.
I don't want to hear your jive.
I'm just saying, man.
Fake as anything else. Stop.
Black man.
Just fake.
This is
Let me say this real quick. Let me put a reality real quick. I'm looking here. I did some research here while you were speaking, Brother Locke. So if we homeschool, in public schools, we have over, just in my state, 5,371,586 children. there's no damn way you can even put a dent in that number for homeschool. Right? You can't stop kids for what they want to do. If you stop your daughter or your son from going to school and they're sexually promiscuous, right? They'll stick their ass out the window to get some. What needs to happen is it needs to be more of a structure in the home. It needs to be more of a structure in the home.
You're placing that spirit on them. You are. You're placing that spirit on them.
Okay, listen, what I'm going to do is, hold on. What I'm going to do is, because I know, hold on, just a second. We unlock, hold on, because I've had these conversations with professionals.
Just like I am.
But watch this.
You know what to teach them right from wrong, right?
I'm trying to help you, brother. I had a conversation. I had a listen. I had a conversation with a nurse. Anybody knows Candid Ann? Candid Ann says you would be amazed how many young. She works in the emergency room now. She's a nurse. You would be amazed how many 12 and 13-year-old girls coming in labor in her emergency room, having babies, 12, 13, 14 years old. This is reality. I don't know what planet, I don't know what cloud you floating on. This is reality.
About it? Nothing.
Say what now? Say it again. What was the question? What did you say?
What are you doing about these women or getting pregnant at age 12?
I'm glad you asked, because right now I have receipts, right? So hold on. I am a part of I am myself a part of an organization that has purity for little girls, that teaches abstinence if they're already sexually active, teach them safety with sex. Hold on, watch this. Hold on. Hold on. My daughter, hold on, bro. You asked me a question. My daughter right now is 14. I have an 11-year-old and I have an 18-year-old. They're all volunteers in this organization as well. So not only did they go through the process of the organization, they're also a part of it. So when I'm there and I'm barbecuing and the little girls coming up getting their plates and they dress in their finest thing and they dancing with their daddies, or if they don't have daddies, we have fathers just sitting over to the side dancing with the little girls, you know what I'm saying, that take on a fatherly role. This is what we're doing over here. Now, the question is, sir, what are you doing?
Like
Chaotic, don't do that.
My kids go to a private school. And sometimes I volunteer whenever I can. Most times I can't because of my schedule. I volunteer to help out the other kids, including my own.
How are you helping them?
How am I helping them?
Yes.
Well, we build things. We start. Well, first of all, we always go to the chapel and we always pray together.
Okay.
We eat together. We pray together. We laugh, we cry, we joke together, and we build together as a community.
What do you build?
Now, hold on. With the spiritual,
this thing will not be televised.
No. What I'm saying is, when people right now with spirituality, a lot of people are not connecting to it, right? So, what about the young girls that say, "I don't want to pray. I'm gonna go over here with Derek behind the school"? What are you doing for those little girls that don't believe what you believe? Because when you're helping little girls, you got to help the ones that don't believe. The ones that do believe, you got to be able to meet everybody where they are.
In the atmosphere, it doesn't happen over this side here, bro. You're putting that image out in the atmosphere, not me. I don't like putting that image out.
What I'm saying
is always if
we
I don't
unlock
do
this. This is a reality.
I don't do ifs.
It ain't no. This is reality.
Yeah, it's about living in reality and seeing what's happening.
You live in your reality, man. You live in your reality. I live in mine.
Are you in the Matrix?
You live in your reality. Every day
this is happening. Jesus Christ and have mercy.
This is what you do. And you talking about abstinence. Let's talk about abstinence. We were talking about sex all along. This girl was in ghetto gaggers. This girl was in ghetto gaggers. This guy was in ghetto gaggers. We don't never talk about abstinence. The best
because abstinence doesn't work. We don't lock
abstinence, right?
It doesn't work. It's a waste of time. Abstinence does not work. It's proven.
Bullshit.
It's proven it doesn't work, dude. You're wasting your time, piece of that's the reality. Abstinence does not work.
Put it in the action.
Abstinence only.
Abstinence does not work, dude. You have to preach safe sex. You tell them to be
abstinent. I'm saying abstinence only.
But that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. Abstinence. Because I've been over the conversation with him too, and I keep telling him, dude, you have to teach safe sex. He's like, no, abstinence. I said, I get what you're saying, but abstinence, they're not going to do that. You take 100 kids, 99% of them are not going to maintain abstinence. Okay,
I think
and
we
I'm
should
just saying.
still tell them why, though. After
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
you gotta
good.
tell them why.
You gotta
Yeah,
tell them why.
but
But yeah,
not
they're
what
not
people
gonna
do.
follow. Not everyone's gonna follow.
They're not gonna follow that, dude. I mean, not like I said, out of 100 kids, 99 of them are not gonna do it.
So
especially if the marital age is 30, then you're
right,
definitely
right.
not.
I want to apologize to Candid Ann. Candid Ann, when she told me the story, she said the story BM you told was true. It was simply a different nurse that she talked to, or whatever. She talked to another nurse about that, and the girls are coming in at their young age having babies. So, and she's a nurse, ladies and gentlemen. And so my thing is, it's a reality when you go into, and you know what? I think that sometimes we do get caught up, and this is nothing toward you, brother, but sometimes we get caught up so much in Disney Plus that we don't realize that we have to get out into these streets and see what's really going on, bro. I mean, I want you, and I encourage you, brother. Like I said, nothing against you. I encourage you to go to the hospital and meet with the little girls that are 13 that are sitting with a counselor trying to decide what to do with a child. Or go and try to find these places where they need volunteers. So you're saying you're no. You saying
volunteer at a place that I'm sure they have many other volunteers. But what about you going to volunteer at these trouble schools, these public schools,
exactly,
these boys and girls clubs? Why don't you go volunteer?
Send them over
They
to
need
me.
your help
I'll
more than
handle it.
anybody.
Send them over to me. I'll handle it.
Why would we have to send them to you? Why don't you go to them?
Come to you.
Exactly.
No problem.
What if they can't afford to
As a
come to
matter of
you?
fact, we got trouble schools here in Vegas.
But what if they can't afford to come to you? How about you go to them?
Oh, it's always an excuse.
See,
it's always a
that's that bullshit. You don't know get the hell on with your bullshit. I see it go to private.
Well, we can't do this.
So we on lock. Hold on. We on lock. Where's the funding coming from to get the boys to come to you? Who's funding the project?
Well, we can't all collect together as one family.
So no. But my question would be, why would they have to come to you? Why wouldn't you meet them where they are?
No. We're talking about collecting money. We're talking about collecting.
No, nobody's talking about collecting money.
No.
Going into the community together. So where we're going to get the money from? We can't collect one another. We can't.
We talking about going to
I get some money from you. You get some money from me. We put it all in one big pot and build a community together. To build schools, to build hospitals, to build.
We on lock. When was the last time you went to a public school and made a difference?
Oh my.
I even had a conversation.
And I'm waiting on you to ask me. I'm waiting on you to ask me so I can give you receipts. Dude, I do this. This is what I do.
Well, good for you.
Right. So you can't
That's
come
what
up
you're
here.
supposed to do.
Right. But what are you doing? You just sat up here and said, ain't nobody doing nothing. But what are you doing?
You asked me once in my life, and you asked me just now.
But we don't like.
I just told you what I do.
It's easy to go to your private school. It's convenient to go there. It's simple to do that.
They're trying to decide who's going to bake the damn cookies. I'm talking about people that are dealing with something.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
Go into school to left foot. Matter of fact, let me ask you: was you fortunate enough to go to a private school when you came up?
Nope.
No, because
okay. So why don't you go back and use the same people that was like you?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Okay, yeah, don't lie to me.
No, I'm not gonna lie, because that's one of the things I do is I don't lie.
Oh my God!
You've been lying all night, boy.
Can I come to the aid of We Unlock?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I come to the aid of We Unlock?
Oh, good luck, brother. Good luck, Chaotic.
No. You Chaotic, you ain't got nothing to say because I've been saving your ass once before.
No,
I saved your ass once before.
Okay, hold on. We let everybody speak. Chaotic, go ahead, Chaotic. Go ahead.
No, hear me out. I too agree with you, We Unlock. I went to public school and private school, but I mostly went to public school. I taught in public school. I taught as recently as like 5 or 6 years ago. Run as fast as you can away from the inner city public school.
You see what I mean?
Nobody is obligated to go back and help those black boys. The parents should be responsible for raising their own children. And they should be shamed when they breed these bastards into society who cause havoc.
That's disgusting. That's just disgusting.
You wanted his help. He gave it to you.
He gave it to you.
Hear what you got.
Reality.
Disgusting.
You wanted his help.
You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed of yourself, because I know you don't believe in that shit.
Yeah, I do believe in it. Sir, I used to teach and I quit
Bro,
teaching.
you don't. So what? You don't. But you just.
I do believe in that, sir. I made videos about it.
You're running the game. You don't believe in that.
I'm not running the game, sir. What are you talking about,
You
sir?
don't believe in none of that shit that you spew on the internet. None of it.
Sir, I wholeheartedly.
He's
Sir,
getting money out of it. He just get money out of it. Get your money, bro.
Sir, you don't know, sir, you're pocket watching. I don't know what you're pocket watching because I'm not getting money.
As smart as and intelligent as you are, you don't believe in none of that shit.
Yes, I do believe that, sir. The onus is on responsible breeding. If black women, and particularly, and black men, I got to say this, and poor people, if they bred correctly, you wouldn't have to have the Boys and the Girls Club and all these after-school programs. The father should be the mentor, period. If I had kids, I wouldn't want some men with some after-school program with my kids. Are you crazy?
So other mentors can't be uncles.
No. In my opinion, no. The only mentor that I ever had in my life was my dad up until 18, 19. After that, I don't need nobody to mentor me. Life is my mentor.
So what if your dad was gone then? Who
Sir.
We're gonna get the ladies in here.
What if an asteroid fell onto the planet, sir? The fact of the matter is that
would be your ass, but that's not my point,
sir.
So you mean it? So you believe that? So you're telling me that if the father was not in the home, that there are no other influences, your grandfather, your great grandfather, your uncle.
I would like to answer
rhino across the street.
We don't like. Let me answer you. Can I answer you, sir? Again, sir. Again, it is up. It is up to the nuclear family to raise their own damn kids. A responsible nuclear family. And one of the problems with go ahead, we on lock.
I have no problem with that. There, I'm with you.
I need to go to Jewish panel where I can be heard.
Let me say this.
No, because I agree with you. I do agree with you about the nuclear family.
I say,
but the same mindset with that private school and all that.
I thought this was all community based,
sir.
They too good.
The only time you should pass out turkey in the hood and go back is when you are rich. Other than that, save yourself, black man. Don't worry about these other people's kids. I wholeheartedly believe that. That's just my opinion. Yeah,
go ahead, ladies. I'm gonna get the ladies in here. Go ahead, family values, shoo, and then we'll get.
Go ahead, we on lock. He said, get the ladies in.
I like to respond to the periodic thing. I do. I partially agree with him, but I think he's to the extreme because I definitely believe that we should, the ones who have good heads on their shoulders, the fathers in our community should, step out and help those who don't have fathers. But I think the biggest issue right now are nuclear families and letting the men lead the homes. And I think we should be teaching, starting from home. This all starts at home. We should be teaching our daughters and our sons that sex is for marriage and that and how the importance of marriage and legacy, so they can have something to strive for. Like for example, my 4-year-old daughter, she tells me I want to be a wife. She doesn't say I want to go live my best life. I think we are the first influence in their lives. So we should be teaching them the importance of saving yourself for your husband or saving yourself for your wife. And then we should also be changing the culture and not celebrating this whole culture and celebrating the music and the media and stuff like that pushes this onto our children. I think we need to change that, and we need to make marriage, we need to make family great again. And that's how we can see a difference in our communities. And then we'll see these inner cities, they're gonna realize, okay, we got to get this together. And then that's when we can step in and teach them and give them wisdom on how they can do that.
Shushu?
Okay, I'm sorry, I forgot the original question. What was the original question?
Well, we was having the conversation about the number, but then it transferred over into what we're doing into the community to stop this type of behavior. The body counts and all this sexual activity. So,
well, part of it is parenting.
Exactly.
Because we can sit up here and we can blame social media, we can blame the movies and all this stuff, but all of this stuff was around when I was a child. And I'm talking about you had horrible music. Trina had a line in her song Baddest Chick. If I had the chance to do it all again, I'd be fucking by the time I'm 10. But at the end of the day, like stuff like that, I knew I couldn't listen in front of my mom or my dad because they be, you know what I'm saying, they have something to say about it. But like kids now, the problem is, and I hate to say it, it's our generation. Like they partying with their kids.
Yep, exactly.
That's part of the problem. So that's what's being taught. And you know what, family values, I agree with you 100%. Marriage and all that should be taught. But the problem is you got so many kids growing up in single parent households, or like, they don't have the example, or they coming from a household that doesn't even teach them about marriage. So it's difficult to do. I mean, Black man, I think it's great that, you work with these outreach programs and stuff like that. But it's just the parenting, and that's the problem.
Exactly. And the bad thing, I'll say this, Shushu, before everybody else cook. The bad thing is, Shushu, we see some dark days with that, because you'll sit and mentor a child, and then you will hear in the echoes of the echoes of the parking lot, well, my baby, get your ass in the car. Get your shit getting, and you like, damn, she actually going home with that. Oh my God. You want to take them, and you just want to take them and just love on them a little bit, because they man, it's listen. But anyway, before we do that, unsolicited security boss, I want to do this earlier, but I didn't get a chance because y'all was cooking too hard. That gumbo got a little sweet. Unsolicited security boss, $10 super chat. Thank you. I'm going to send that $10 to Freezy, because we're donating all the proceeds from the show tonight to Freezy. He lost his mom. If you're just getting here, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I do have Freezy's information scrolling at the bottom of the screen, so please send him a cash app. Show him some love. A fellow content creator lost his mom, and we want to show him some love. So please hit that cash app up tonight. Thank you, security boss. I'm gonna give us a quick break, and then we'll be right back. I'm gonna give y'all the Mandrell two-step. Here we go. All right. Thank you so much, unsolicited security boss, for that $10 super chat. All right, now before we let Coach K cook, let's go ahead and get Chaotic, so he wants to respond to what he heard. Go ahead.
Well, actually, I wanted to respond to somebody in the chat. Somebody in the chat said, I was fortunate. Like, that's a unique thing to be raised by both of your parents. That should just be common. But what about other children? Should they be left behind? I'm going to bring race into this, and I'm going to be real quick. What I've observed in the white race, and by the way, happy White History Month to you all. It is July. What I've observed in the white race is that I don't see well-to-do white men going back to the trailer park to uplift Billy Joe Bob. I just don't see no shit like that in their race. Sorry for cussing. I don't see that. You have to, there's a reason why those kids in those families are in that position. Black people, we need to be elitist and practice classism like Whitey does. Maybe, just maybe, that will bring us up out of the mud that we've been in for so long. Practicing classism. Going back and wasting your time, black man, with Tyrone and Taniqua and Tashikwa is keeping your black asses back. And trust me, I'm a part of Alpha Phi Alpha, and mind you, we do all types. We used to do. Listen, my organization, I'm bound to do all these organizational work, but I don't anymore because it's a waste of time. It is a liability. It is a liability, especially in this Me Too day and age. You could be brought up on charges as a man. Stay away from these black little kids. Stay far away from them. In these inner cities, it's dangerous. I used to teach in the inner city schools. And I'm telling you from firsthand experience, I was a certified teacher. I'm licensed by the state of Ohio. I am telling you, the last thing you want to do is have this woe is me mentality and save the world. Save the world when you're rich. But other than that, you should worry about yourself, black man, if you're listening to this. Stay away from Taniqua and Shaniqua and Tyquika and let their own parents take care of that mess. Go ahead, guys. Get the floor. Go ahead, guys.
I want to piggyback off of that.
Go ahead, boy. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So
I know I'm right.
What Chaotic is speaking on, and everybody would look at it as extreme. However, the flip side of this, I have to agree with him when it comes down to trying to save, go into the inner city and call ourselves giving back when we haven't even given back to our immediate family. We have people that will sit back and give to strangers and won't even give to their little nieces or nephews or anything like that. Now, my whole thing is this: you got different types of people. We have to be vested. You should have the man and a woman that will be in these communities to make them better, though, not to go there and to make these and give them turkeys and $2, and you got rappers going back to their neighborhood giving $100 to the little kids and shit. That don't do shit for them, but make them want to stay there and wait for the next time you bring your ass there. And I'm sorry about cussing, but bring yourself in that community and keep feeding them. We have to, and one of the things that I see what he's saying, because if you're triggered, it's gonna fuck you up what he just said. But if you're not triggered, you have to understand you gotta be indifferent. When you're in a position of making yourself better, you have to be indifferent to that. You know why? Because it's been proven through history that the people that black people that try to save black people are the ones that black people end up killing. We end up killing our own people. The same people that sit back that we trying to save, those are the same people that come to us and say, he ain't shit. He sold out. If you speak regular fucking English, what they say you sound like?
Sound like you sound a white person. I've been dealing. I've been dealing with that my whole life since I was fucking 4 years old.
Right. So we have to make sure that these folks want to get to where we at. We don't want to go back. You see how it be people that's rich, black folks, rich. They go to the hood trying to give back to the hood, and guess what ended up happening to them? They get murdered. I see, and I don't know if you guys, and I follow this, and I'm gonna have a show on this. That drill music, that's what they call, and I'm not a religious person, nothing like that, but I can tell you, that's devil music. You want to know some hell music? That's hell music. It speaks nothing. Yeah. See what he got right there? That's why he's where he's at on that sleigh bed. That type of person is what's bad for the black community. That dude.
Yeah.
The one that got that right there, he need to turn it around. He's the one. You guys just ask that man, what do you do in the community? Like, you seen Chaotic already said, I was a teacher, licensed, certified. Black man said, I goes out here to these communities. Both can still tell you that, man, it's tough out here. You got to be serious about what you're doing. Chaotic said, nah, I done dealt with this before, and I'm not dealing with it anymore because of his experiences. Now, you still have other people that can go and you try your luck. Go out there, try to save the people. He's not telling you, he's just telling the people, if you're smart enough, you will get your own family together. Because it goes back to what you said earlier. We got to start picking each other, the right people. When women, you have to pick a man that want to marry you. Men, you got to quit picking the hoes. You leave the hoes for people like we locked on whatever the fuck his name is. I'm sorry, because he done got me triggered. You leave those people to the people like him, the ones that want to go. You leave those, what they call them, bad bitches, thugs, all them. You let them stay with that so they can kill themselves out. And you save the people that want to be saved.
Thank you.
And that's your family first.
Read the comment. This is from Dr. Eugene Steele. Doctor.
Said, Chaotic, I am a teacher. You are right. It is hard. I have dealt with black boys for years. Myself, I wonder, are there situations at home for what I've learned from single parents and these YouTube guys? Give me 1 second real quick. You know what white men do who are educated like myself? They'll open up a factory. They'll open up some sort of business. They'll have some sort of trade for Billy Bob in the trailer park. They exploit them. They have them as their employees. That's what intelligent blacks should do. Intelligent blacks should exploit the Taekwons and the Daquans and all of these people and get them to work for us. Instead of going back and saying, you're just like me, Taekwon and Taquan, whatever your name is, you're just like me. No, they're not. They're not like you. the intelligent black is different from those types of blacks. You need to exploit those types of blacks. And that's when, and I'm telling you, it was a crystal clear moment when I realized I can't help these niggas in the classroom. They're like animals. But what I can do is manage them, open up a business for them, put them to work, make money off of them. That's what intelligent blacks should start doing. I digress.
Just be quick. When I get my company big enough so I can build my own factory, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Is what Chaotic said. I'm gonna employ the people. I can't come to your neighborhood like the neighborhood Shamaria and I grew up in.
Putting food on their table, man.
Right.
You're helping them out.
Right.
You're providing for them. Exactly.
Like, because Shamaria would tell you, the neighborhood that we grew up in, there's no way we can go back there and help them people now, man. It's too far. Am I right, Shamaria? Like, nah, we can't go back there, man.
I got a question, Chaotic. Why is it considered to be called exploiting them to employ them? Wouldn't that be helping them? How exploiting?
The worker, we are all workers essentially, right? So I was a teacher. I also worked in the law enforcement. If you're working a 9 to 5, essentially you are being exploited by the oligarchy, the people at the top. It's not. I hate to say exploitation because it is a negative connotation, but essentially LeBron James, even though he's a billionaire, even though he has massive influence, he's still being exploited by the owner. So even he's living a life of luxury. He's driving whatever exotic car.
Chaotic.
Coach K, now I'm surprised that you being white cut me off, but hold on for a second. Now family
Being quiet.
Family values, give me a second. Now, because generally I'm used to blacks. I think it's because you're hanging around blacks. You're picking up our negative traits.
Coach K, don't pay no attention to this. Okay, we're not gonna be. Look, come on now. Oh my God, Coach K is new to this.
But seriously, family values. That's essentially what black men such as myself should do. I used to be just like Black Men Unfiltered and Hink, and I realized you can't reason with these niggas. You have to manage.
No. Say it how you're supposed to say it. Say it like you said it last time.
What do you mean?
Say how you said it last time.
What are you talking about?
You didn't say nigga, you said the other word. Say it how you said it.
Oh, with the ER at the end?
Yeah.
Well, they haven't.
You calling black people coons? What you talking about?
Right.
No, this is what he said. Pay attention.
We don't like.
Pay attention. No, this is what he said. Go ahead and say it. I'm listening.
Sir, give me a second.
I'm listening.
I commend Hink for what he's doing. But remember, Hink is about what? Hink, you're 6'3", something like that. So you have an intimidating physical feature about yourself. I do not, sir. So when I worked in these schools, I literally had to put my I should have said that. But I had to put my hands on some 17-year-old teenage boys because they tried to try me. I'm too small to do this every damn week. The idea is to exploit their ignorance, is to dominate them intellectually. And that's when I realized, I'm like, oh, wow, this is really easy. They're stupid. And I can control them that way.
Well, this is what is the issue with our public schools.
I did vote for Trump.
In the inner cities, it's usually teachers like you who don't love the children.
No, I do not. I love myself.
Don't love the black children, of course.
Right. And it's a good thing that you're not doing it anymore because it's just not for you. You don't have the heart for it. And leave it to the people who have the heart for it, like DMU.
And to be fair, family values. I think
Poppy says I got beat up by a 5th grader. That is that true.
I think it's fair to say that Chaotic start because I know some teachers as well. They start out in really good faith. You know what I'm saying? They start out really wanting to educate these children to be educated. So they go out and they become teachers and they try to educate the kids. But those children's environment after they leave school is so toxic that they bring that and they're children, so they don't know how to manage it or compartmentalize it. They bring it to school with them because it's a part of them. And then the other kids in the class, they got similar backgrounds. They're toxic too. So you have one teacher in a room with 22 to 32 kids from toxic backgrounds trying to teach and manage these kids and get them to be orderly and pay attention. That is a lot for one person, and a lot of teachers quit because of that. So I don't think it's because he is a toxic person or is that he means ill. It's just like everyone has a threshold, and everyone gets to a point where they say enough is enough, regardless of the situation they're in. It could be at a job as a teacher or a factory worker or a doctor. Everyone has that threshold. So I'm just saying, just a little bit of grace for the dude.
And people, you know, you can get hardened after a while.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. A lot of teachers do get hardened after that because, you know, and I get it. I think I'm with you. Family values. I think we lack good teachers, but at the same time, structure and discipline in the children that's lacking, and that makes it much more difficult for a teacher's job. To do their job when the job itself is hard enough to do. They got to manage children and educate them at the same time. How the hell do you do that with a good kid, let alone kids from toxic back, you know, who go home and their situation's toxic?
Let me say this. Let me say this, Mandra. I can't completely disagree with chaotic saying.
I can't either. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said what I said. That's what I said. I was like, I can't.
Let me finish, bro. It's a little harsh, but I kind of understand because when I was in the classroom, and then like I said, I was on the elementary level, so I couldn't imagine how much more crazy and chaotic and toxic it's on a middle school and high school level. I was on the elementary level, and you know, I'm pouring into these kids, but the unfortunate thing is when they go home, they don't have nobody to reinforce what I'm trying to educate them,
right?
What I'm teaching them, what I'm showing them. And then it's like I'm starting all over again. And this is the next day. It's not like it's 2 weeks later, we're about to take a test. You know, let's, you know, do a refresh on what we learned. It's the next day. And they act like they had no idea I just taught them that the day before. And it's sad. And it's just unfortunate.
The situation.
You said what, buddy?
So you're saying that you can't Joe Clark the situation?
No. The school won't allow it. The school won't allow it.
You could.
The state won't allow it. The city won't allow it. You can't do that today.
Let me answer the question. He directed to me. We couldn't do it. You couldn't. They took paddlings out of school, the state of Kentucky, back in '86. So anything like what you're talking about, Joe Clark, the situation, you can't do that. You know, even in the private schools, the Catholic schools, you can't do it. You just can't.
We pay tax dollars, and you mean to telling me we can't do it?
Yes, that's what we're telling you.
Joe Clark couldn't do Joe Clark.
I'm gonna give you one instance. Yeah. You could not put chains on entrances of doors of a school. Your ass would go to jail.
Joe Clark went to jail. We don't love.
Right. Remember
that's
that.
what I was saying.
Joe Clark went to jail.
Well, not only that,
and he was right, proven right.
Let me say this, Mandrell. They won't even let you suspend the kids.
What?
You can't even suspend them more. You can't.
Why?
Because it's a loss of money. If you suspend them, they lose money. In the state of Kentucky, every kid, every head in school.
That sounds like a white. That sounds like a government state problem.
Hold on a second. Every kid in the classroom is $1,500 a child. They have to stay there at least until 11:30, half a day, and they get full credit for that attendance. They don't want to lose that money. They don't. And that's money lost.
They don't want to lose the money, and you pay tax dollars.
That's true. No, he is absolutely right.
We don't like. These guys are telling the truth now.
No, the schools don't like suspended because every time that kid is out of that seat, every time he's absent, the school loses money. And eventually, like, imagine if all the kids weren't there, that building will be shut down. Yes, they lose money. Yeah, I think it's like.
So let's get Mr. I want to get Mr. Bennett in here, guys. Mr. Bennett has said anything in a long time. Everybody has spoken. Mr. Bennett, then Coach K, and then I'll start bringing in. I'm gonna bring in a guest to have us say about this as well. So go ahead, Mr. Bennett.
Well, I think we've certainly taken a turn off the topic. Now we're talking about education and everything else. I would say I would. Again, I'm never going to deny someone's experience so chaotic. Your experience with the schools, first of all, I salute you for one, being a Black teacher. I really do. And, you know, I may not agree with everything that you say on the topic, whatever, but again, I respect your effort. And again, I'll never disrespect you by denying the experience that you had. I think there are multiple ways we can look at this. I'm a big advocate for private and charter schools. Also, I'm also a big advocate for male or single sex schools. I think really we need to start thinking about ways how we can have boys isolated. I talked about, one of my dreams is to start opening up camps where you can have boys away for the summer, get them out of the environments that they're in, and really help them to be around and encourage them to be better. So any kind of camps or any kind of environments where they can learn, I think that's still a worthwhile goal. And I would always still encourage Black men to be, if not teachers, volunteers, or whatever. I think your presence is necessary. I know what that did for me. So I would encourage, even though it could be a thankless job, but I can't tell you how much a Black man in the classroom, what that means to Black boys in that situation. So again, private schools, single sex schools for boys, male academies, female academies for that matter. I think where you can really start grooming them on, what it is to be a man, what it is to be a woman, really teaching them the truth about sex and sexuality, what the importance of marriage is. I think those are certainly things that are worthwhile. So I would definitely salute those. But as far as just kind of getting back to this this topic a bit about where we are with what are we teaching our children? I got to give credit again. It is ultimately, it's got to be up to the parents. I mean, society, we can try to social engineer these things, but parents have to be responsible, especially given some of the mistakes that if they've made them, to say, look, I don't want you to make these same mistakes that I did. So so encouraging younger people to think about the choices that they're making and make better ones. I think that's something that it has to start with us picking better, choosing better, marrying younger. I mean, again, this is where I may disagree with a lot of guys in the space here. I know everyone says, well, don't marry until you're 30, 35 and whatnot, but I really believe there's something to be gained when you have people who build together. And the older people, what we should be doing, the parents, what I already told my kids already, you guys get married, you can come live with us. Give them the support they need so they can really start to, know what it's like, build their careers and whatnot. And when they're ready to move out and get their own thing, give them the space to do that. But don't just be in a hurry. Okay, I'm 21, I got to move out. No, if we want our young people to marry, if we think marriage is the way forward for them, we need to be supporting them on all levels for them. And so I think and I'm talking specifically to the younger baby boomers and the Gen Xers who are having these children now. I think we need to, when that time comes, we need to be able to step in the gap for our children and support them any way we can in married life, as well as in their single life or pursuing their careers, what have you. So I think that's all I want to say on that. But chaotic, I really, and I hope you don't. I'm definitely not one of those people who like to cut you off. So I hope you. But again, I think the way you say things does get people stirred. But I think coming to this situation without the emotion of it, I can understand where you're coming from a lot of times. I don't always agree, but I definitely think that the foundation, I think everyone can agree here. We need to get back to families, nuclear families, building generational wealth. Charity start at home. There's a lot of people you can, certainly start to help. Like what we know podcast was saying, you got cousins, you got, people you need to be helping in your own family. There's plenty to go around locally. You don't have to go halfway around the world to save the world. But, I think all of us are of the same mind. We need to get back to that. So salute to everyone who's been on the panel talking so far. Chaotic. I understand you a little bit better, but you're something else. But but I ain't hating on you though. I'm really.
And I will say this. Moving forward, so I'm going to bring the first guest up. Coach K is going to host during the guests coming in. I'll filter them back in and out. So let's please respect that she'll have the floor while I'm off. We'll go ahead. We on lock.
But I gotta head on out because I gotta get.
Okay, go ahead, brother. I understand. Thank you for being here, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for your perspective, man.
And for the conversation, we on lock, man.
Now,
Still love you, brother.
Before you go, can we get one more? All right, man. I love you, brother. I had to get you before you get out of here, man. I appreciate you, brher.
All right, man.
Save them hoes. Go save them hoes.
All right, so I'm going to go out, and then Coach K will have the floor. She can ask me, the questions, or filter through. She may have some questions or whatever. So I'll let her have the floor, and I'll be back in a second when the guests leave.
Hey, Hank. Your boy had that cape screwed on tight tonight, didn't he?
Yes, he
did. Oh, we don't like alone. Leave him alone.
Chaotic. Brother, I told you, didn't I?
Leave him alone.
I told you. Strap in tight.
Y'all leave him alone.
Hey, Jedi information.
Yeah. So
hey, how you doing? I just want to say a couple of things because I heard some things that I thought was a little incorrect. Brother Chaotic, you're looking at a man that's 33 years, damn near 34 years, member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
I know, bro. We talked.
You know just as well as I know that as black men and the members of Alpha, we are about scholastic standards. We're about uplifting. We're about building. Go to high school, go to college. You know, that's been around since the early 1900s.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, with all due respect, that we do try to go for the best. We do discriminate for the best. And by the way, I see the Phi Beta Sigma. Wonderful, brother. And you also should give some respect to one of our founders who helped you put your history book together. But anyway, let me just go ahead and say this, because I do have the Alpha Bible. I do have the Alpha Bible here.
Also
you know, anyway. and I got respect for everybody that's members or whatever you're a member of. Chaotic and everybody listening, you know that we do, and people ain't gonna like this, we do discriminate for the best. We do try to seek out those diamonds in the rough. I don't think as a member of Alpha that we go out and we look for Tyrone and Pookie and these individuals that we know are not productive. Have we talked to these men before? Have we tried? Yes. But for the most part, we look for youth that have a trajectory. And you know that we have academies, both under in alumni chapters, where we have Alpha academies, where we pair young males with brothers who are doing things in this world, and we try to get them at a young age before the gangs get to them. We also have a program where we work with the parents and deal with their issues that they're having and their struggles. And where I live at, we target young black males and females early, and we track them from their early time in school going forward. Now, I agree with you that it is tough being a teacher. I have brothers that are teachers. It is tough. It is rough. I've worked with kids before, younger kids that were in and out of juvenile facilities. And you're right. At some point in time, we have to realize that we have to sometimes discriminate for the best of us. And you're not going to be able to save every kid. Every kid's not going to listen to you. And at some point, you need to work with those that you can work with, because you can't save everybody. But at the same time, let's not forget that some of us on this panel could have been one of those kids in these communities, and somebody gave us a hand up. You know that famous picture, that mural, where the one brother is pulling another brother up as he's
my brother.
Right. So some of us in a community that I grew up in, there were black people that believed in me as a youth. I grew up in a pretty rough neighborhood, but I didn't let the gangs and all that stuff overtake me. And I got an opportunity because there were people, Chaotic, like yourself, like a teacher, who saw something in me. And of course, they saw that I wasn't a thug and I wasn't for that street life. So and that's what we do we do that as an organization. We look for the shining light. We go forward and upward towards that light, right? So I agree with you. And I want to agree with my brother podcast, that we do need to be more responsible for taking care of our own families. Our first responsibility are our children before anyone else. But let's not forget that there are brothers out here that are doing a lot, and they are raising their kids, and they have changed the life. I can tell you right now that I have changed the life of a lot of youth that I've worked with, that have come up to me. They're adults, they're married, and they said, hey, thank you, because if it wasn't for what you did, I wouldn't be where I am in my life. That makes me feel good, because no matter how small or big of accomplishment, we're doing something. And this is not going to change at all. Are we responsible for every young youth out here? We're certainly not, because there are some grown-ass men out here who are not taking care of their business, and we can't save everybody. So Chaotic, this is not to come at you in any disrespectful manner, but I get very sensitive when I hear that term, that word Alpha Phi Alpha, and we put that word out there. But when we put those words out there, we got to be responsible to break down what it is that we really do, because we're not just representing ourselves as individual, we're representing the organization. So that's why I might have got triggered, because I just don't like our name. Hide the name, brother. You know this. I don't want our name being tossed out there in these conversations about, well, you know, we working with thugs. No, you know that we look for the best kids. When we give them scholarships, we're looking for kids who have the grade point averages, who are college bound, kids that have the potential. That's what we look for. And you know it. And that's why people try to call us elitists, right? Don't we often get labeled as elitists, brother Chaotic Truth? Don't they normally call alphas and other members of the Greek organization we elitists? Because we look for the best in all of us. Yeah. And that's what it's about, you know? And that's all I wanted to say. You know, I respect everybody on the panel up here tonight. I appreciate you.
Much love, brother. Thank you.
Much love to everybody. Thank you. I'm gonna step down and listen to the rest of the program tonight. I'm a little tired. Thank you.
All right, brother.
Thanks, brother. Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem at all.
Hey, but I can also speak on this whole thing on community too. So one of my 7th grade, 8th grade teachers used to be, I don't know if you guys know who Bishop Sheard is. His wife used to be in a group called the Clark Sisters, and he's a bishop. He used to be my teacher in the 7th grade. One of the things that I respected for him, and I didn't know at the time that he was a bishop or anything, because he just never led with that. However, because I did have my father in my life, and I'm in the inner city. So when we used to go in his classroom, he didn't really have to raise his voice or anything. Only thing he had to do, because we come in there, you know, we probably come from gym or whatever, and you know, we hyper and everything. And only thing he used to have to say is, "Be quiet." And we had some guys that was rough in the 7th grade, but they never tried him. Now we would go to another class, and it would be like a woman teacher or something like that. They could not control. They hollering, sending them down to the principal's office, kicking them out, and all these different things. With him, he's never, not one time, and I think he worked at that school for at least 10 years. He not one time had to kick a kid out, ever. And he was good for counseling. And he saved a lot of kids' life. And they, to this day, these guys are 40 and 50 years old, and they go to that man and they tell him, "Thank you." So I can understand that sometimes it does take, but that's the part. He was a part of that community. You dig what I'm saying? And still, it does not debunk what Chaotic is saying at all. Because at some point in your life, you have to be indifferent for people that are not conducive to a community. You can't keep them a part of that community. If you want to stay in the so-called hood, you got to clean that hood up. One of the things that we have a problem with is we have a problem with being one with police officers. We have a problem with authority. And we also have this concept of not snitching in the hood. We have in the inner city, the majority of murders are unsolved, and everybody know who got murdered. Is that conducive to a community? It is not. So what do? Do we fight, or do we stand there and then we die? You would have women in Chicago that would have 4 and 5 children that have been murdered in that city, in that community, and they never move. After the first child, after the second child, the third child, and every one of them died the same way, murdered. So when Chaotic is saying no, I can understand him saying, get the hell out of there. Why would you want to subjugate your children to a community like that? This is that, and that I'm gonna leave it at that.
That's not representative of Chicago. I don't appreciate Chicago being used in that illustration.
Hold on. Let's get Jedi first. I know Coach K, go ahead and hop in. Hey, Coach K is hosting right now, guys. So she got to get Jedi Mike in there, and then she'll get our See and Live podcast after that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, can you hear me?
You there?
Yeah, I am there. Yeah. Yeah, no, I just going to the point of the conversation. Like, yeah, we're talking about the community. I can say as someone that also work in education well about how a lot of people don't know the fact that they're not actually allowing teachers to actually discipline their the students in the classroom, i.e., like not suspending them, everything like that. That's absolutely true. And the thing for me working in the education school system for about 4 years now, I can just tell you that one, you have the lack of teachers not being paid well, but then to the point about it's like they're being pushed to the limit to the point that they get themselves in situations now, whereas now they're giving almost ammo to people who just want to shit on teachers because like, look how this is. Why are you yelling at my kid? Oh, look, I have to deal with him when he comes home from you. So it's like all the time that teachers get pushed to the limit. And to me, I feel like they're one of the crucial members of society, and yet we want to complain about how we got here when we're not investing to the people that are actually sitting in that chair of being a teacher and the one who just want to sit back and just complain. So it's just like, nah. And then especially when it comes back to us in the members community, especially as churches, don't ask for prayer requests when you don't pray in your own household. Don't do that. So a lot of times I can see as being a member or talking about elitism, which was Chaotic was talking about, right? Because one thing I understand is that there is a certain criteria we have to hold, or a standard, shout out to security boss, that we need to hold in our culture, unlike others. Listen, you win, you lose, you die. And we do everything we can to help you. But I think also people need to understand, the whole mentality of being the hero of our community. I encourage people to be your own hero. What I mean by that is saying that you be the one that actually be the hero in your own family. Because when you save yourself or save your family, you end up saving the community. That's one less potential person in that household that becomes a villain instead of an ally to the community. So I just don't think that people actually put their focus on, because we're so distracted from the complaining into the macro perspective, bigger things. And really, we have to go back to the minute, which is our own choices. How our own choices as Black people got us to the situation we're in the first place. Why, don't wait for a school reading assignment, for making your child have to read a book in your home. Like, that's not, like, children should not be reading books only in the summer. Like, that's just like, just for the preparing for the summer reading project. You don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm just saying, like you guys have to have a standard for your own children. And then I'm just like, that's the thing that's really frustrating me as I'm just hearing these like conversations. But yeah, very good points you guys are making.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'll just say, Mike, the thing is, what from my observation, what I've observed is that the standards for our children that you mentioned, the problem is that the children's poor behavior, the parents today don't see a problem with it. They don't see that they think that's okay, that it's okay to make that the standard. They actually don't see a problem with telling their child that you don't have to respect him, or you don't have to respect her. You don't have to say yes, sir. You don't have to say yes, ma'am. Whereas when I was coming up, before my sister was born, I would get smacked in the mouth if I didn't say yes, sir, or didn't say yes, ma'am. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Your parents' discipline and respect should be instilled into the child as early as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And today, young parents today do not, I don't know how long this has been going on, but young parents today do not see a problem with their child's poor behavior. And if the teachers, like Brother Chaotic, had a problem with it, then he can go suck an egg. He's the problem. He's the issue. He has to get over it. Can't you teach? Hold on. Can't you teach my kid without spanking him? Wait, you can't control my child?
But I'll just keep a buck with you. The reason why, because children are raising children. Like, we're too relaxed as a society. We're too busy changing diapers instead of whooping asses. What I mean metaphorically, it means that, hey, like, I don't want to care about, I don't appreciate your tone, you're talking to me. It's like the leaders and the highest people in society didn't give a fuck about tone. Because they knew that, hey, you telling me truth, whether you're being softly or being direct aggressive with me, the truth is the truth. And again, it's just like,
go ahead. No, finish. No, go ahead, Jedi.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say, no, finish your point.
Oh, you're moderating. You're moderating.
I was gonna say, this is all new to me. I was gonna say, growing up, I remember my dad saying, your boss isn't gonna put up with this. But now I'm afraid that so many people are. Sorry to hear a little bit of echo. So many people are aren't being raised to respect authority, that now it's like bosses and leaders have to almost acquiesce to these bad kids that are now bad adults. I don't know. That's just what I've seen. But
Because here you have to understand the biggest thing, like this is all systematic, right? But I'm not going to go try to say, oh, well, it's white men, this, whatever. But think about this: there was an attack. They knew from out the days of recorded history that when you have positive masculinity in the home, that enforces structure and order, but in a way that also allow for women to be in their true femininity to a point they can relax and not actually hold so much pressure to a point that a woman they're not supposed to like pressure they're not supposed to bear in the family. So what I mean by that is that they knew in order to attack children, I have to to get mother. But in order to get mother, I have to remove father. So then there had to be a direct attack against positive masculinity, especially in the Black community, by removing the father out of the home, and then end to the point instilling the women like, hey, listen how the man is today, and basically devaluing him to the point you don't need him in the first place. So now you already bringing this child to into the world when you already metaphorically handicapped. Or just in terms of you're not having the full ability or actually tools to actually put that child in the best environment. So, but regardless, I can complain about how the fact that we are here, or I can set the fact that we are here. Like what I mean by it's like I can complain about system. Oh, look out, gentrification, all the other things. Just like okay, I understand. So many years in these conversations, we keep going in circles about who's to blame instead of just saying, hey, we are here. Us as Black men, Black women, we're here, and we have children. Now what? It just, and then start actually formulating a game plan, and just instead of saying creating excuses that you're just running in place. But that's just me as someone in younger generation that I try so much that I care, and I don't want to use the term just like I know forget y'all, forget my people, whatever. I just know that in order for me to be a positive point in the community, I can only do so much. But at the same time, I have to make sure my choices is right and promote positive choices.
Can I make a excuse me? Can I make a statement? Because
yeah, go ahead. Well,
okay. Well, first, I want to say that I think that Black children are worth going to get. I know Chaotic, you worked in the school system, but they are worth at least presenting to. Now, maybe there are ones that probably won't grab onto what you're teaching, but they are worth it. They are worth at least going to present to them the opportunity of doing better for their lives. Now, whether they take it, that's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is just to present the information. Now, as far as this situation with the Black community, with all of these ailments, in my opinion, they all start with the Black man. They all start with the Black man. As soon as the Black man gets himself together, then the Black women will follow suit, and then our communities will shorten up and we can get back together. But as long as the Black man is, his number one goal is sexual pleasure, he's always going to be ran around behind that. And his children are going to be left in the dust. His wife is going to be left in the dust. His responsibilities will be left in the dust. Everything will be left in the dust until he gets control of that situation, in my opinion.
I seen your little podcast. Did you want to say something? Plus, you were after Jedi, so.
You're on mute.
You muted.
Good.
You muted.
Still muted.
No, we can hear you.
At this point, I'm so old, right? People be saying stuff. I be having responses in my head, and I be preparing a response like a battle rap, and then somebody else will say something and it'll throw me off. So forgive me if I don't remember everything clearly, right?
You should write notes.
I know, right? That would be smart, wouldn't it? I'm from Chicago, though. We don't do things like that, right? But first of all, I wanted to say to the brother, I can't see your name right now, but I know it's we. Okay, there it is. What we
you
know.
can call me James, man. Yeah, that's my real name. Anybody, y'all can call me James.
James.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you said about Chicago is true. But at the same time, I think what we got to understand is that most people don't move. Like most people stay where they from, and that's just where they be at. You know what I'm saying? They don't really pick up and move because they don't have the finances to really do it. They don't even have the wherewithal. I remember when I first moved to Kentucky, I was surprised because I thought Kentucky was down by Florida somewhere. I had no geographical
Wait a minute.
Yes, I didn't know the map at all. I didn't know nothing about the map. You know what I'm saying? I had been a few places, but I didn't know nothing about the map. So yeah. So when I seen that Kentucky was only 4 hours away from Illinois, where I'm from, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Let me try to go down here. And I went down there, and I was down there for 5 years. I'm back now, but I'm about to go back.
How old were you at the time?
You can't even remember that.
39.
You were 39.
Yeah.
In school, you went to public school, right?
That's a fact.
Chaotic, thank you for Chaotic Truth. Thank you for recommending that if the day comes I do have a child, send them to private school. Thank you so much, brother.
I'm
gonna see my
he's joking, man. He knows.
No, he's not. Let me tell you, he's not joking. Let me tell you why.
He's not joking. He's not joking. You don't know him yet.
Well, let me get through my little soliloquy real quick, and y'all can have it back. So, but this is the thing. I just really wanted to respond to that real quick, just to say, bro. Like I'm telling you, I know cats from the west side that never been to the south side, and cats from the south side that never even been to the west side, let alone outside of the city. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, unless they on Section 8 or welfare and that housing voucher moves them somewhere outside of the city, they pretty much gonna stay where they at. You know what I'm saying? That's more of a conditioning thing and a financial thing, I think, more so than it is that they just don't care. Not suggesting that you were saying that they don't care, but I just want people to know. I know people who have lost children and multiple children to the streets. And I can tell you they didn't stay because they just wanted to stay. You know what I'm saying? But it is a matter of limited resources. And it also is a fear thing of not knowing about the unknown and just picking up and moving to another state with nobody there. A lot of people just don't do that, right? No excuse. But to Jedi's point, I would like to say that it's kind of disheartening when I hear people speak so matter-of-factly about being discarding of certain demographics of people, because but for some changes or some choices prior to your existence, you could be in the same situation as other people, right? We all came from a certain let's just assume, even though I don't believe this, let's assume
if I'm able to retort when you're done.
Yeah, so let's say at some point it was slavery and everybody was that, right? And then at some point, different things happen over a certain period of time where certain families were able to reach a certain level, some families were able to reach a level right up under that, and so forth and so on, and some didn't make it. Yes, some of that is based on choices, but not all of it. Some of it is based on circumstances. Some of it is based on community and how it's set up. Some of it is systemic. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, it for me, it's really hard, even though it's been I can't say that word because I will have to say pause. But even though it has been stated to me multiple times that there are going to be winners and there are going to be losers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, right.
And so here's the thing. If I know that some people are going to lose, then you have to accept the fact that those people might know they're going to lose too. And that's why they exemplify the behavior that they do.
But you don't know if you're going to lose unless you try.
Right.
But we're sitting here saying that we know some people are going to lose, and you can't say that the reason why every single person loses because they have
no, sir. No, and that's not what the point I'm making. Like, obviously, there's situations that that that's out of your control. Like, I can be born without 2 feet, and that's not my choice. That's just how this situation that I was I was born into. But the problem that you're not seeing here is not what not a lot of situations that people things are happening outside their control. It's just some things that when we have on a consistent basis throughout our culture, that our poor choices have dramatic consequences. I don't care. Don't hear talk to me about reparations, Black people. But yeah, we had a preview of that with stimulus checks, and yet here I am looking in the mall and I'm seeing long lines at Foot Locker, and I'm seeing long lines at other places that's not investing anything to our community, and yet we complain that we're broke. And I'm not using that as a general thing, but you cannot tell me when I see that it is us. And brace my heart. I don't like saying this. This is my age demographic. I'm not trying to disassociate that, oh yeah, those folks. No, it's us. It's my problem. Because then people look at me like I'm in that same group too. No matter what I do. So my thing is that there's things that is out of your control, but it also things that I feel like when you understand that we can be forged of our own bad experiences, right? I mean, look at the process of how you make silver, right? Silver might come out looking all rugged and everything, but when it goes through that process of being refined, being reforged, then it becomes something new and something strong. And in some cases, might be indestructible. But that took time from them to actually forge people, and that went through a process. The thing I'm talking about, us as Black people, which I always say before, a lot of us, we reject process, us becoming whole as individuals, and also fixing our own problems. That's what I'm saying. So when the things that are out of your control, I mean, yeah, I pray for anything. Hopefully you can get out of that situation. But even then, I see some folks who are even less fortunate than me or in hard situations than me now. And again, that's just because now it's just nothing but will. And I'm just saying, as the Black people, where's your will at? You know,
right? It's the men. It's the men. It's the men that the men are not putting. They're not staying in the households, and they're not putting the time into the community. That is what is the problem. Go in the white community, there's a problem. The white men get together and fix it. Go in the Asian community, there's a problem. The Asian men fix it. The Black community is the only community where the men run like Jesse Owens away from the responsibility of fixing the community. Just like Chaotic said so eloquently earlier.
That's the other point I want to respond to, but I know
leave those ends right there. They run from it. So until we get a hold on that mentality and start changing it.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Right. You say it's the men, but like it's not. That's not the answer. That's only part of it. The thing is, there's blood on the hands of both. The men aren't in there. Why we're not in there? There's a few different reasons. However, I get what your point. We're not there, but the women. When we try to come back, women wouldn't allow us. Women aren't following men. No matter how great a man he is, they're not following. So that's where their part comes in as well. So they're left with themselves voluntarily to raise our boys to be men, which is impossible because a woman can't raise a boy to be a man. Now, they're raising the soft boys that they complain about. And there you have it. You have soft feminine boys growing up to be soft feminine men, and they don't know anything. They don't know how to be a man. They don't know how to lead. A woman can't teach that. And they hold on. And they elect to do that. Now, to podcast, there's a book by Charles Darwin called The Evolution of Species, The Origin of Species. My bad. I own this book. I'll show it to you on camera in a few later. Now, in this book, it speaks of things of what you're saying. Like that's why I said you don't know if you're going to win unless you try. You don't know. And I'd hate for a person, even a person such as yourself, to give up on yourself. In my opinion, that's the worst thing. Why bother being born if you're just going to give up on yourself? And Charles Darwin speaks of basically with nature, it's survival of the fittest. You should prepare yourself in every facet that you can imagine, as much as you can, as best you can, and compete. Life is a constant competition. And some people are going to make it, some people are not. Some people are going to be flat out left behind. But no matter what happens, podcast, as long as you try, you will end up better off than you would be if you didn't, i.e. being on Section 8 and government welfare. What are you going to do when the day comes when the government says, okay, no more social safety net? You're fucked like Chuck then, and then what's your excuse? You say, oh, the government's wrong. No, it's not the government's responsibility to take care of you. You should have went out there and started a business or got a job or something, done something to be self-sustained. So you don't need social safety nets. And it's because those people didn't compete. Now those people are going to have to die off. Sad as it is to say. Sad it is to say that a lot of it is going to be the Black community, but we were chosen to be the targets because capitalism needs a lower class, and we were just a low-hanging fruit, easy targets.
But
you know what I'm saying? And the government would have been crazy not to take advantage of that.
Can I pose a question? Can I pose a question in Chaotic? I know you was trying to get in there, so if you could probably respond to the question first.
You're muted.
Real quick, little podcast, real quick. Guys, so go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Just a quick breather for everybody. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as you're coming in tonight. Guys, do believe and please hear me. We had a fellow content creator, No Captivity with Freezy. You see it scrolling at the bottom of the screen. His mother passed away. And so all the proceeds from the show tonight is going to him and his family. So if you will, go ahead and go to that Cash App right there at the bottom, $free 1776. Don't send me any Cash Apps. Don't send me any super chats. Send everything to that Cash App right there for my brother Freezy. He's still watching. So shout out to you, man. We love you. We're thinking about you and we're praying for you. Also, there was a question in the background that I want to answer real quick, and I'll go back. Coach K, you're doing a great job. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you. So, Brother Clarence asked the question. He said, please explain how a woman can keep a man away from his children. Now, I know a lot of guys on this platform tonight. Brother Hink, for sure, is a father. What We Know podcast, I know you could probably deal with this a little bit. I seen your little podcast. You could probably stir this gumbo a lot as well. And so I'll start it off, and then I'll get out of you guys' hair. I'll turn it back over to Coach K. But there's a lot of ways. And one of those things is the red button, right? Every woman possesses a red button. And this is not a bad thing. I'm just saying they have protection 24/7 a day. If I go to the house to pick up my children and she don't want me on her premises, she can call the police, have me removed. Watch this. I remember listening to a group of Black women say this one day. There's a loophole in keeping your children away from their baby daddy. All you got to do, girl, this is what I'm hearing now. I'm just like, what? All you got to do, girl, is go get a restraining order. And you get a restraining order. He has to go to the court, girl. He has to go to the court in order to see his kids. And that takes a long process, right? So there's several ways by law that women alone can keep their children away from the daddy. That's that. I mean, come on. I mean, I know a lot of fathers have probably dealt with that. A lot of fathers probably haven't. Depends on the relationship you have, but it's very possible, Brother Clarence, to keep children away from their fathers.
Well, let me say it this way. What is stopping you from continually fighting to get your children?
Hold on,
I can answer that.
Chaotic Truth got to go. Chaotic Truth, thank you so
Go
much
ahead.
for being here, man.
Hey,
Much love, brother.
Hey, Chaotic. Oh no, he gone. But I can actually speak to this, and I'm gonna speak from my own lens right quick.
Oh, Mr. Bennett, don't leave me.
Shoo, got to go.
Not you.
Shoo, we love you, girl.
Oh, Shoo.
Wow.
She got to get up and get to work in the morning. She in New York City.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So am I. I'm in New York City too, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn Slim.
I know one thing. You about to turn the TV down in your background. It sound like you watching anime.
There's no TV in my background.
Like David always got some shit going on.
That's
Stop that line.
That's
Stop
because
that
I'm a
line.
dad and
All
a
right, Shoo,
granddad.
we love you, girl. We love you.
All right, Shoo. I'll see you in a minute.
Man, it's midnight. Put them kids to sleep, Black David.
They're all asleep.
Take care, Mr. Bennett.
All right, so I can speak on this a little bit from my lens. I got married at 22.
Oh.
I thought there was a picture of you, Andrew.
So when I got married, I was already in the military. She had just graduated from college. We thought that we were doing, and I think we still ended up doing it together because, I got a little age on me. But what happened was that for the first 5 years, we were building. We were growing with each other. Year 7 comes. She started getting antsy. She's bored, or she got all kind of things that she's saying. Now, I've been to war 3 times, been in the military. I used to remember when I come back, she still remembered about what we argued about 7, 8 months ago. Wow. And I don't remember it. She brings it up. I can't remember anything. I get out the military after 10 years. We come to Michigan. We never had a problem with trying to get divorced, or we never even was separated for that whole time that we were married until Michigan come, because we both are from Michigan. She changes. She wants a divorce. She files for divorce. I'm like, okay, I'm not. You can leave, and you can leave the kids with me.
Good. So far,
She said
so
no.
good.
Yeah, she says no. That don't make any sense. I asked her why. You know what she told me? Because she's the mother. I've talked to people in my family, people in my community, and everything. You know what everybody was telling me? Well, you know, it's not going to look good if you got the kids. She's the mother, so they should be with her. So she gets the divorce. It tore me up. I didn't realize it until probably 15 years after. I mean, financially, it tore me up. Mentally, my life was all in shambles because I shouldn't have, I was like, I shouldn't have got out the military, but I had to. I didn't want to go back to war again. So what happened with that whole concept where now we lose, well, we end up losing the house because I left for the house. I left for everything. I was fighting. I just wanted to take care of my kids. I wanted them. I didn't want to pay no child support. I'm like, I'm not paying no damn child support. But she insisted that I pay child support.
Brother, real quick. I want you to finish. Yes, but can I ask you a quick question? Did you leave those children in her in her care?
Let me tell you why.
No, I'm just asking you, did you or did you not?
No, I did, but let me tell you why.
Because that's the first mistake that's a mistake we all make. But
we're going through a divorce. We're going through a divorce. Just so happened that I was in the lobby right on the other side of the wall with her and her lawyer. The lawyer told her, we're going to have to put a case on him in order for you to get him out of that house because the house was in my name and for you to get him on child support. Because as it stands right now, all he got to do is contest everything that you're asking for, and it's going to keep you in court. So what you have to do is put a case on him. And she did that. She didn't know that I knew that they were saying that. She called the cops on me when I'm just getting in the house. Cops come. The first thing that they tell me is that somebody got to go. And they were looking at me. You guys were arguing? No, we never had an argument or anything. I ain't even talked to her yet. Well, she said that you hollered at her and you put your hands on her and all these different things. The case was put on me. Now she has something in court to go and say, well, this is what I want. Now, mind you, this was before the decree. I fought it. I knew at this time, I knew nothing about court. I didn't even want to go to court. I'm just going in there. I was held in contempt because I'm out here just acting like, you know, we in the streets. Because I'm hearing the lies that she's saying, but I was so emotional and I was ignorant to, you know, the fact in court where it was just tearing me up. So after that, the decree comes. She ended up changing my address to where I was staying to go for the mail to go back to the address that we used to be staying with together. Guess what happened? I did not make it to court. It was a default. So then I had to fight it now in the friend of court. Now in friend of court, they're asking me how much money you got. I have to show them all kind of papers of all this stuff when it comes down to child support. I'm still like, man, I'm not paying no fucking child support. That's what I was just telling them. I'm not paying child support. I don't know why y'all want this, but what could I do? I couldn't do anything at that time. I even get a lawyer because I kept contesting it. Now it goes to the medicinal court. She knew the judge that was there. Little did I know that I was coming into the gauntlet. Guess what the judge asked her? How much do he make? How much do you think he owes you in child support and all these different things? She told them over $25,000. They instantly tacked the $25,000 on. Now I owe a rearage.
That's what they want. That's what they really want. Is they want you to be in arrears for the interest.
So then, because we couldn't, and she knew, I was saying, you know, all right, if we're going to have joint physical custody with each other, I want to have joint physical.
What state are you in, brother?
I'm in Michigan.
Okay. Whoo, shit. In Michigan, where women can sign your name without your permission and put you on child support.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah,
absolutely.
So Brother Clarence. So in Michigan, there's a law where a woman can say, you know what, Brother Clarence, my baby daddy, you ain't never touched her, ain't never laid with her, and they'll send you child support papers.
I think the governor I think it was either the governor, somebody. I think they just switched that. I'm not sure.
No, they haven't. Hey, brother Clarence, hold on. There are guys. I'm quick. There are guys paying child support for children, and they never even slept with the woman.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm very aware.
Now I
of
will
that.
say this: I'm in Texas, the state of Texas, which they want to be their own country. In the state of Texas, if you, Brother Clarence, are married to a woman and you have a 14-year-old daughter, the day she files child support, you're 14 years in the arrears.
Yes.
They want all 14 years. They're going to retro back 14 years, and you have to pay 14 years. So the day you get on child support, you're already in financial debt with the state for child support.
I know that because they want you in the rears to get the interest.
Right.
What I'm saying to you is, we have children out there. A lot of us have children out there. We gotta fight for them so that we can get them. Not only
I'm gonna speak to that whole thing of fighting though. This is my whole thing.
Go ahead, brother. Please continue.
And I'm gonna make this a little bit more shorter. So as it goes on, I'm supposed to be paying child support. I refuse to pay child support through the courts. It was fucked up on my part, but that's what happened. I was sending her money what I can afford to give her.
Mistake number 5.
Okay, it's still a mistake. I'm
talking about this is mistakes we all make, brother. I'm not putting you down. I'm saying we all make these mistakes because we just don't know any better at the time.
Right. So now this arrearage I have, but I'm still trying to have this whole thing with my kids because when I started trying to do this whole, because they didn't give me joint physical custody, they only gave me joint custody. And one of the reasons why, because she moved to a different city. And they were saying, well, it's not conducive for the kids for them to go to you for a year and then go to him for a year. Because I was like, listen, let me get them for 3 years. You get them for another 3 years. I get them for. She was like, nope, that don't work either. She wanted me to do what she wanted me to do. And she was trying to prove a point first and foremost.
But let me tell you what judges do, okay? When we leave, because see, we don't understand. We leave, right? They tell us, hey, you leave. You be the bigger man. You just leave, right? So we leave. So you know what the judge says? Let's just leave it like it is, right? The kids' bikes are there. The kids' friends are there. Everything is right there for the kids. So they say, hey, this thing is going to damage the kids anyway, but let's just leave it like it is.
Let me tell you what they did, though, man. Let me tell you what happened, though.
Hold on.
I'm going to get to it.
James, can I please ask him a question real quick? Because the thing that's confusing me is his question was how a woman can keep a man away from his children. And you're naming all of these things that he keeps saying, mistake number 1, mistake number 2, mistake number 3. But even by acknowledging those mistakes, which one of those mistakes was actually taking care of your kid, right? Which is ironic. But if you understand that all of this is possible, then I don't understand the question.
The question is it the opportunity to be there is there. We just don't know how to play the game. Would you agree with that?
No,
I mean, we shouldn't have to play the game. That's my whole point.
No, I know what the point is,
but
sir.
Whether we should or should not have to play the game, that's the game.
But let me tell you what ultimately. Let me tell you, because I'm gonna ultimately get you to this. I have a arrearage on me.
Okay.
2001, October the 1st.
Okay.
They had this thing where they swept up all the men that owed arrearage in child support.
Yeah, the roundup.
I got caught up into
the roundup. Yeah.
Yes. So they got me in there with 30,000 men.
Okay.
Not only did I get arrested, did you know that they made it a felony? And they had labeled her, they labeled her as a victim.
Okay.
For that whole time, I got arrested twice. Okay. The second time I got arrested, the judge gave me 6 months in jail. And that, watch this. Brother. I had my kids with me when I got arrested.
Oh my God. Wow.
I had to pay a tether. The first thing I had to do, because they didn't allow, they was like, well, it's, and this was a felony now.
All right.
So then it had to go to the point where while I'm in there, I have to pay for the stay. Then they had a program where they said, well, you could go to work and then you have to come back to jail. Now, this is all over this child support thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then after 3 months of that, they said, well, if you qualify, we could put you on a tether.
Right.
But it costs you $1,700 for that.
Shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Guess what that $1,700 didn't pay for? That arrearage on that child support. It went to whatever city that happened in.
Yeah.
She turned my kids into a bill. This is the thing. That was over 20 years ago. Now, we're both about 50 years old. Do you know that she's having nothing but problems right now? Because she's having a problem with them because I couldn't fight no more. She was tearing me up financially, emotionally. She was pitting my kids against me, all these things. We're good now, but we wasn't. But she's having a whole lot of problems right now. She can't find a man. Ain't nobody trying to deal with her. And the kids themselves, because they're grown now, they're giving her hell. Me, I'm not. She did that. There was not a and everybody was saying what you were saying, brother. They were saying, man, you got to fight for your kids. How much fighting do I have to do?
And that's why I have a
How
problem
much
hearing
fighting
that
do I have to
nonsense.
do?
I'm being honest.
Because now, guess what I'm gonna end up doing? If I wasn't the person I am right now, she's in danger. And I used to look at her sometimes and be like, and she'll say she'll make so many lies up and all these things, and she just be in my presence, and I'll be like, you just don't have any fear, huh? You really don't have any fear. So when you see how these men and women are pitted against each other, it's not because the man left. That narrative has been debunked so many times. Mm-hmm. It's not about the man leaving.
Okay.
They don't want us. Okay. And this is the thing, she was trying to prove a point.
Okay.
And this,
I mean,
brother, there's so many examples that Black Men Unfiltered.
Real quick,
your situation.
Now, hold on. Let me tell you something. I'll tell you mine, but I'll tell you mine. But I have one that'll break the boat. I know a guy named Michael Smith. Michael Smith is a musician. Him and his wife decided not to be together, but he was on child support. Unfortunately, at the age of 14, his son was in a car accident. And he lost his life.
Oh man!
The little boy died. He was on his way home with another parent from a football game, and a truck hit him. A big 18-wheeler hit him, and it was over. Right? He was in the rears. Right? He's in the great state of Texas. He was in the rears 14 years. Do you know that his son has been dead for 6 years, and he's still paying child support?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Of course. I can't. He said he asked her, hey, listen, our son is gone. We both dealing with it. We both grieving. It would be great if you can pull the child support because it's no longer needed. And she told him, well, that's what you owe me. So I'm going to get what's owed to me.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you how the state looks at it. The state looks at it like this. That money was paid. You got to pay that money back. That it was a loan, and they charging you interest on that loan. I mean, that's how they look at it. Even though the child is no longer with us, unfortunately, rest in peace. The state looks at it like that. But see, that's what I'm saying. When I was talking to the brother that was explaining his horrid situation, I'm trying to let us see that there's things that we just don't know about this process, and we won't get educated enough early enough. That poor brother was in the situation, and he didn't get educated until damn near over. This situation's over with.
Right. We got 15 minutes, guys. I'm not
trying to argue.
But I'm just trying to figure out how to coincide with your question.
I'm gonna bring up another female on the panel, guys. So I'm gonna leave out.
My question was asking how can a woman keep you away from your children without ultimately? I mean, of course, there's things, barriers they can put up, but you got to ultimately just have to keep fighting and keep fighting.
Why should I have to?
That depends on the person you picked. You picked this person.
Okay,
right?
why should I have to?
That depends on you.
Can I say something real quick because I'm hearing
and me. I picked.
Please let me. Can I please have this conversation with him for 5 seconds, bro? Why should I have to?
Why should you have to what?
Fight.
Because if you don't, they're going to automatically default to whoever you leave the children with. That's the person, whether it's the man or the woman. If you leave the children there, the court's going to look at it like this: hey, those children are doing fine. You left them there. You obviously think that's a safe situation because you wouldn't have just left them there. I'm talking about how the court looks at it.
But I didn't leave my kids. I got kicked out of my own house.
I'm telling you how the court looks at it. You got to go to the court and explain to them, bro, this is what happened. Otherwise,
Brother
that's how
Clarence,
they're going to
Brother
look at
Clarence.
it.
Nah,
Courts
that's
of
not
the
fair
system
for you to
at
say
the end
that.
of the day.
You don't have
Go
to
ahead,
explain.
podcast. It's a crooked
That's
system.
very disingenuous to say that. Like, because the process, you said what you don't have the information, the process to actually go through. I understand what you're saying because there are people who are uninformed, but the problem is the process is already disrupted from the moment it started. The thing is, you saying that okay, why can we fight for our children? If the society that we're talking about say they've actually value family, they'll make it easily accessible to say, all right, screw the court system, let them settle it themselves. I want you to look at a story.
But you don't vote. You don't vote. See, you don't vote.
Hold on.
You don't vote.
Hold on, bro.
That's what I'm trying to
One
tell
at a
you.
time, guys.
Let me
You're
finish, sir.
complaining about
Because
a
this is what I'm going to tell
situation.
you,
Wait.
sir. No. You assume my
Let's
answer.
let the Jedi finish it, then
Hold on, guys. Hold on. So we got to
Clarence.
respect. We got to respect the host. So Coach K is running it right now. So we got to respect the host. Okay.
Yeah, no. So you assume. Sorry, Coach K. Like you assume
Jedi
my
and then Brother
answer.
Clarence.
Yeah, you assume my answer because I understand you saying people don't. Okay, all right, I give you that, whatever. But that point you're talking about, the problem is this: the court system and everything and all of this is not moral, not based in morality. What you're saying is based in morality, saying fight for your children. I absolutely agree with you. There's nobody on this panel that's disagreeing, saying that a man who is the father of those children should not fight for their child. Of course, but what you're saying is basing if all ground is based morality. It's not. The whole.
I didn't say that. Whoa,
No, you did. No, sir. Hold on.
I didn't say that.
No, sir.
As a matter of fact, I showed you that it's not based in morality.
No, but you're saying that okay, you're saying the fact you don't know these measures to actually get through to actually fight for your children. Okay, I give you that the fact there are people are uninformed of the necessary steps to have a custody of their child.
Correct.
Right? So but that point I'm saying is that by itself is already is default to women because in the divorce attorneys that you're talking about
it's default to who you leave the children to.
No, you're not listening.
Default to whoever you leave in the house.
No, but here's the thing, sir. No, it's not by that because the thing by the state.
Well, if you can prove me wrong, go prove me wrong. But it's
I don't have to prove you wrong.
Whoever leaves those children.
Hold on, guys. Let me tell you something real quick because I wasn't going to do it. Oh, Coach K, can I do it, Coach K? Can I do it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Your show.
So listen, I'll say this, guys. I went through it, Brother Clarence. And you talking to a guy that went through it. You have to go through family court.
My son went through it.
And when you get through family court, you got to go through regular court, right? And then you got to build up a case because when you walking in, you already ain't shit. So when you walk in, they already looking at you like you ain't shit. And then I'm telling the lady in family court, hey, listen, she's not stable. Our home is not stable. She's not this. Sir, are you really coming in here just saying things just so you can get your children? And I'm looking at her like, damn, whose side are you on? So I knew then, okay, well, I guess, hey, this how it's going to be, right? So year 1 pass, year 2 pass, year 3 pass. I'm telling you thousands of dollars spent, bro. I mean, to the point.
I'm right with you, bro.
Let me tell you what happened. I get in court. Brother Clarence. I'm saying you're just not accurate.
Yeah, I get in court.
What am I not accurate about?
Because what you're saying is not in all states.
When I get in court, I had to do all this fighting, money, fighting. I had to go to the schools, even the school that I went to. Shit, the mother of my children had already told the school, don't release any information to him, no report cards, no nothing. Right? So the school was like, they was on her side.
The teachers and everything.
Yes, I had to play dirty. I started paying her friends to snitch on her. Hey, listen, when she get drunk and pass out, take a picture of her. When she got multiple men in the house, because the joint custody plan says no man can stay in the house unless she's married to her. So when she land up in the bed with a man or they cuddle up in the house after midnight, because the joint custody plan said after 11 p.m., no man that does not reside there as a husband can be in the household. So I say timestamp it, take pictures, right? When she passed out, throw it up, take pictures. No alcohol can be in the home while the children are there. Take pictures of all the bottles that's on the table. When they have their little parties and get-togethers and my daughter running around and those bottles, take pictures. Dude, I had a damn folder this thick full of pictures, full of dude. And when I went to court, the judge was on her side. And at the end of court, I got on the stand, I killed it. And then I seen the mother of my children whisper to her lawyer. Her lawyer got up and said, I have one more question for this man. I said, okay. She said, I hear that you're in the rears on your child support. The judge looked right at me and he said, sir, you're here fighting for your children and you're in the rears? And I said, and I'm so glad. Oh, I thank God to this day. I had the receipt in my pocket where I paid the arrears off, my brother.
Ooh.
And so, and let me tell you what I did. Oh, I thank God to this day, because I think all of that was the plan of God for me to have that with me that day. And so I said, Your Honor, you know what? This is right here. If you want to add this to evidence, here's the receipt of me, the arrears being paid off, sir. I'm here to fight for my kids with a clean streak, sir. I'm not here to owe anybody anything. I paid what I paid what I've owed. What are we talking about? He looked at it. He said he looked at it. Ain't nothing. You can look at his face like, shit, ain't nothing I can do about this, right? He said we'll make a decision. We made a decision. I was on the elevator with the mother of my children, her mom, her sister, and they're on the elevator laughing at me. And these were the words that the mother of my children said, and her sister. I never forget it. You think a court finna give you kids and take kids from a woman? You done wasted your money.
Yes.
Oh, but I'm
my
so
lawyer said that to me,
dude. But I'm so glad when I got in that courtroom. He said, "Order in the courtroom." We have looked over. We have made a decision. We give full custody, 100% custody, to the father. You know, the next thing I heard was this right here. You took my babies from me. Have a good evening, ma'am. Matter of fact, go ahead and get their social security cards ready. Go ahead and get their birth certificates ready. I'll be over there to get them. I've had my kids since they were 6 and 7, and they're 15 and 14. And guess what? My lawyer put her on child support. I said, no, I don't need nothing from her. I make my own bread. And she said, no, because if it were you, your ass would be on it. So I'm going to get it. So she put her on child support, and that's been since they were 6 or 7. They're 15 and 14. She's never paid a dime.
Right.
Haven't talked to my kid. Haven't talked to our children in 3 years. No birthdays, no nothing. She went on and moved on with her life. Matter of fact, my sister sent me a screenshot of something she posted. And on her thing, somebody asked her, do you have children? She put no. That's what I was dealing with the whole time. She wasn't trying to keep the kids because she loved them. She tried to keep the kids to make me miserable.
Okay.
See what I'm talking about? I'm gonna chill out because
but you proving my point.
Hold on, bro.
You're proving my point about fighting for him, right?
No,
that was my whole point. Is you need to fight. No matter what you got to do, you got to fight for him, right?
Brother Clarence.
So thank you, brother Black Man Unfiltered, for proving my point. Anyone else?
He really did make your point.
Prove your point. He actually debunked your point.
He really did make your point because everybody.
Did he get him?
But I couldn't do it. I had to get dirty.
I understand that, brother. How much is our children worth? How much is our children worth?
Can I speak?
I'm gonna bring Mandrell back up.
Can I speak, bro?
Hold on a second.
Can I get your permission to speak, brother Clarence? Can I speak?
Oh, brother, you don't need my permission.
Hey, Jedi,
Obviously, I do because you won't stop talking.
Never mind. I'm gonna leave.
Give me a second.
Okay. Well, when you got 9 people attacking
the whole
you,
time that you've been on the show, all you've been saying is on the man, it's on the man, it's on the man, it's on the man.
That's correct.
And it's not.
Okay, hold on. And yet you just sat here in agreement with the diagnosis of what women, the system, judges, and all of this other stuff can do to men. So right. I'm trying to figure out how do you rationalize that conflict in your mind?
Because the system is set up primarily for the children. That's what it's really set up for. And it's set up to give the children to the best person that they think is going to be the woman. But most guys, what happens when the woman says, I want a divorce? What do most guys do? They leave. So
no, bro. That's not that. No, it's not. They leave. You just said that they asked for the divorce. 85% of women are the ones that initiate divorce. We don't. It ain't. We leave.
No, brother.
What are you talking about?
You got to. I know you have an emotional connection to this type of content, but you have to let me finish and listen, brother. Most of the time, even if the woman is initiating the divorce, when they sit down and decide who's going to stay in the house, it's usually the women left there with the kids. The man usually goes, gets his own apartment or gets his own setup somewhere else. Typically. But the court looks at it like this. If you were okay leaving them there, you obviously felt they're in a safe environment. They say them words that kill you every time. Let's just leave it like it is.
So let me. So let me. So
Immoral
let me
system that you're talking about. Immoral system.
Everybody take a breath. I want to take a breather. I'm gonna give you a commercial. Aya Papsy, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being subscribed to the channel. And let's just have the dialogue. She said, it sounds like I'm a narcissist paying off people to spy on my ex. Well, if the system wasn't so against what I was trying to do and trying to be a great father to my children, I could have done it the right way. But since the system forced my hand and I knew I had a better situation, because you have to understand, I gave the court pictures of my ex's house. See, when she left me, right, because she was a woman that didn't have to work. So when she left me, she had to find other means of living. And where did she go? Anybody want to guess? To the hood, right? She went and stayed in housing, got housing, right? So I took pictures of the neighborhood. I got paperwork and statistics of the crime rate there. And then I took pictures of the house that I built here. Built. At that time, my house was brand new. I think I had just moved in the house. I was 6 months into my new house. So I showed pictures of my house, my car. I showed them the church that they were going to go to, the school that they would go to, the sports they would be involved in. I gave them a complete breakdown of what my kids would do. Right? And when I gave them a complete breakdown of what my kids would do, they still gave me flat. Why do you feel the need they need to be in your home? Why do you feel like they can't be with their mom and you and your mom just work it out? Why? I said, because she is not providing. And I know it's funny, and I know I'm a comedian, but sometimes I would go pick up my children, and when I picked them up, they would look like damn stunt doubles on The Color Purple. And I said, why are my kids dressed like this? Why they look like this? Damn, my son head look hard. What the hell is going right? And keep in mind, I'm paying her bills, fellas. I told her, I sat down with my ex and I paid half of all her bills. Her car payment, her insurance, this simp talk, right? Half her car payment, her rent at her house, everything that my kids took advantage of in the household, I paid half of it. Someone whispered in their ear, you should get more. We went to court. They told me, sir, since you're in the state of Texas and she's in Louisiana, we couldn't track down what you made. So what we'll do is we'll give her $50 for your son and $50 for your daughter. And I turned around and I said, what's she at? They said, oh no, she don't have to come. The state represents her. I sent her a text message. I took a picture of what they made a decision on. I said, now you went through all that to get $100 when I was giving you 10 times more than that. So that's what I'm saying. So women can manipulate. And Brother Clarence, let me tell you this here. Let me tell you this here, and I'm gonna pull out before she get pregnant. Let me tell you this here. I went to her house one time to pick my children up. Me and her had a conversation on Wednesday. I went to her house to pick up my babies. I knock at the door. That's Saturday. She opens the door. I said, hey, I said, what the kids said? She said, oh, now I didn't drove 5 hours. 4.5 hours, almost 5 hours. And I said, where the kids? She said, oh, I forgot. They went with my auntie to Jackson. They'll be back Sunday. I've taken a day off work. I've taken time to drive down to get my kids. You knew on Wednesday I was coming on Saturday. And my kids are in Jackson, Mississippi when they should be in Louisiana. This is what I'm talking about, Brother Clarence.
I'm very familiar with the situation.
Brother Clarence, and this is a 2 second. I just want to make this very clear. I'm not here to change your perspective on this at all. And I just want to make it very clear. I understand where you're coming from because you know me personally. Like there's a narrative, especially in these talking points that men that don't try at all want to hop on the talking back and saying, "Oh, the system XYZ don't do anything" when they haven't made any necessary step, even trying to to at least obtain custody with their kids. We all know there's guys that exist like that, but those are not men. They're children. We're talking about men who want to take responsibility for their children and acquire custody. So I'm not here to try and change your perspective on this. And I know there's folks who want to hop on the bandwagon of talking points, which is where you're coming from. I know that's where you're coming from this because it's exhausting. But what I'm just saying this is that for you to just paint that as a broad stroke, that it's so easy as just snapping your fingers, that's not necessarily true.
When did I say everything was easy, brother? I never said
did. You did. So let me ask you this question since that's not what you said.
I have kept quiet. I have kept quiet. I'm going to bust.
I know. Let me respond to Canadian. Are you going to respond directly to him? I'm asking you, are you finna respond directly to him? Because I'm going to respond
back to it because here what I find so crazy when people forget history. You had a divorce lawyer on YouTube who broke down the system, and he said it's super clear. The system was not meant to protect men. He's been inside the courtroom while many women have used the system against men to sabotage men, to the point where some men knew of other people who went through the same struggle. It's not like they're not trying to fight back. They're wondering if it's worth the risk to add more pressure and more depth in their hand. What I'm hearing, what we know podcast and Black Men Unfiltered, correlate to what TIL, the lead attorney, has spoken in depth concerning the American system. The American system, I would not want to hear that ever again, that it built for the benefit of the kid. That is the ultimate BS I have ever heard in my freaking life. It shows to say how people are so clearly blinded and so well off, they don't see the freaking big picture. If they so much care about kids, why you have so many kids in shelter, homeless, on the street, when you could have moved them off? No, I don't want to hear the men. I do not want to hear the men, because
you want to be a leader, but you don't want to take responsibility for the community.
When you have Kevin Sandwood came on the CDC, have said there's more men in the household trying to protect their kids. It's not always the men. If you don't realize, if you can say always the men, then you realize why a lot of people are making a move to move their family out of the country. No, it's not always the men.
Still gonna be the men wherever you live.
No, I'm a Nigerian. I live in Brooklyn, New York. I see a lot of broken homes. I see a lot of shady ass women use the system against the men who had a legitimate job, who killing their ass to raise their kid in the right household, trying to get them out of the hood, and that same ass shitty ass woman empty the bank account behind their back, and they can't get a single dime, and they spend it on women. But what you don't understand is you can blame the men all you want. This is why we have what they call True Black America. This is why Chaotic Truth is on point what he said.
Chaotic Truth is on point.
No, you can laugh all you want. You can laugh all you want, but the reality is facts. There's a reason why Information Man is also on point what he's saying. People are becoming elite. I am a Nigerian. If you don't realize it by now, my ethnic group is the most highly educated group in the country for a specific reason. We are told, we are brought, and we are brave to go for the best of the best, meaning you did not get either 1, 2 or 3 degrees, whoever you can to get on top, because you know why? It's not safe to be at the bottom. That's number one. Number two, the way Information thinks, the way Nigerian thinks. If you're not doing what necessary to get done, you're wasting your time. You can blame men all you want, but yet there's other men that are not trying to get pregnant by other women. No, not question. The men are not trying to get a woman pregnant, and for some reason, they're being child at the age of 30, 40, 50, looking for wife outside the country for what purpose? Because the system is set up to sabotage family. It's not for the kids.
But if you go get another woman and bring her here, I mean, it's just going to be the same situation.
It has been going on for 30 years. I'm a Nigerian. Many Nigerian men got wife back in the country. They ain't bringing the woman over here. If you don't realize by that, it's not only Nigerians that are doing it. Lebanese people are doing it. Other people from other countries are doing it. People from Haiti are doing it. Why is that? Because they understand the legal system is full of crap. If you want to keep on blaming men, guess what? When you find out in another community that elitist men, black men and black women separate from the hood, and they want nobody from the hood in their community, they will tell you, no, you stay where you at. Don't come over here and sabotage what we built with our blood, sweat, and tears with other like-minded people. That's what's going on today. If you don't get that right now, they're not playing that game.
Now let me say this. Now for an hour and 10 minutes, guys, the show took a turn, and let me tell you why. The reason the show took a turn is because the passion behind what people feel. Let me tell you what happened, Mr. Bennett. Because Mr. Bennett, I love Mr. Bennett, guys. That's my guy, right? Because we need to stay on the question. Let me tell you what happens. Soon as somebody mentions, like we were talking about the children, and then let me tell you what a shift happened. We were talking about the children, and we were talking about their number and kids having sex in school and private schools. And then it went from private school, kids having school in private schools, to who's going to fund it. And then we went to funding to the parenting. Then went to the parenting until child support. Then we went from child support, like it just went on and on and on, right? Because I can remember. But what I want to do, guys, to end the show, I do want to go back, because we'll go backstage and you guys can have the conversation. I really do. Like, again, starting next week, guys, I'm going to have 2 shows. I'm going to have the first show here. We'll do a couple of hours. And then after those couple of hours, I would definitely have, for members only, I'll have backstage passes for you guys, for the members only, to come and enjoy the back chat, to hear what we do back there. It gets a little interesting back there.
Remember, it's that members only.
Yeah, members
only. There's a criteria you have to do. The button's right there. Stop treating this channel like a side hoe. You know what's up.
So, guys, if you haven't joined the channel already, the join button is at the bottom. Please hit that join button. Next week, we'll have 2 shows. We have a couple of hours on live here for the world to see, and then we'll leave, go backstage, and we'll crank that thing up backstage for the people that are members to enjoy the show backstage and see all the other conversations we have as well for about an hour back there as well. So thank you, guys. And I want to get everybody's final words, but I do want to go back to the initial question for tonight. Real men don't care about body count. Now that we have a panel full of men, let's have that conversation. Whoa. I got a new member. Hold on. Let me see what I got here. All right. Scam Likely just became a member, man. Awesome, bro. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the love, brother. I appreciate it. So, and before I get into everything else, guys, again, guys, our heart, our minds, our prayers all go out to the family of our content creator, No Captivity with Freezy. He lost his mom. I don't know how that feels, and I know some people on the panel may know how that feels. So if you guys want to reach out to him, please reach out to him and give him your love. Anything that you want to donate to the channel tonight, please donate it to the Cash App that you see strolling at the bottom. I want everything to go to him tonight. All right, thank you. All right, so final thoughts, but on the subject, real men don't care about body count. So let's talk about the body count. And overall in the show, what were you thinking? And if you haven't hit the like button, guys, there's 56 people watching right now. We have 89 likes. Go ahead and get me up to 100 tonight. Go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already hit it. I appreciate it. All right, so we'll start with what we know. Give us your final thoughts on the show as a whole. The body count, does it matter? And so on and so forth. And we'll go ahead and we'll give everybody 2 minutes and then we'll be out. All right. Let me get you straightened out first, brother. I want to give you the big screen here. All right. Let me where my boy at. Let me see. He disappeared on me. Oh, there he is. All right. There you go.
All right. So as we were talking about, just to sum it up, body count definitely matters. It's so many byproducts to a woman with a lot of men that she has sex with, have relationships, and all of these different things. So it definitely is. It definitely matters, and it brings up the problems that we were talking about today, all the way from the time from the community to this whole thing with the child support system. It has to do with everything we talked about. That's the byproduct of men and women not being honest with each other, and men not picking, and women not picking the right mate. So when it comes down to body count, but now, because I don't want to get too far into it, I still believe that it affects women way more than it affects men when it comes down to having a high body count. Reason being is because men are more attractive based off of how many women we can attract. Women are more unattractive when they attract a whole bunch of men. That's just what it is. But again, my whole answer to it, and I'm making sure because it's 1 o'clock. Follow me at What We Know Podcast. On Saturdays at 9:30, we always have a show that's there. So everybody's welcome to come there. We have a panel just like how it is here. We talk about pretty much the same things that we talk about here. And I'm out.
All right, man. Appreciate you, man. Everybody give it up for What We Know Podcast. Please, guys, we got to support new Black media. This is what it's going to look like in the future. All right, it's going to get to a point CBS going to have trouble with us. It's going to get to a point NBC going to be like, damn. So we got to get to a point, man, New Black Media is taking over. We're talking about the things that nobody else is talking about. We can say things on here that you can't say on NBC Live. So thank you so much. What We Know podcast. Please subscribe to this man. Please follow his content. Please hit that notification button so you know when this man goes live. I want to give him his flowers while he can smell them. Thank you so much. What We Know podcast. Your perspective is always.
Hey, can I say something?
Well.
Can I say something before y'all?
Absolutely.
Man, Hank, has anybody ever told you, brother, that you sound like Bun B from UGK?
He does. He does, bro. He absolutely does, bro. That's for damn sure. All right, What We Know podcast, ladies and gentlemen. All right, man. All right, thank you so much. All right, next up, we got Brother Clarence in the building tonight. Brother Clarence. All right, what are your thoughts on the body count, my guy? The body count.
Woman's body count. Well, first, prayers and blessings go out to Freezy's family, Freezy and his family. The body count is definitely important on a woman. A body count is going to let you know the kind of decision-making process that the woman has. The problem that you have with finding out the exact number of the body count is there's no way to verify what the girl is going to tell you. So you're going to have to be able to pick up on things around her physical presence. That's going to give you an indication of the kind of lifestyle she's living, and that should give you an indication of the approximately the body count, right? If you're not able to pick up on that information, you just listen to her. She might tell you one number, and you have no way to verify that information. So, as a spell safe for that, what you should do is ask any woman you're thinking about marrying to get a cleanse, a total body cellular cleanse, to clean out all that residue semen out of her, get it all out, so she's basically a cellular virgin again. That way, you don't have to worry about body count. Body count's irrelevant. All you have to do is now look at her lifestyle. Is she once she gets cleaned out, does she still want to continue that lifestyle that got her that high body count, or is she on your program?
All right, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Brother Clarence from Let's Talk the Better Life, Better Black Life. Go ahead and subscribe over to his channel, and hit that subscribe button and that like button, and also hit the notification button so you know when this man goes live.
Can I say one thing?
Yes.
Just want to say one other thing, brothers. I meant no disrespect to no brother on here on the panel, brother. We just was talking.
Absolutely.
So I meant no disrespect to nobody.
Love you.
Okay, same here, brother.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully you can come over here for barbershop on Friday, brother. It's really gonna go down on Friday. All right.
I'll try to make it, man. I would definitely try to make it.
All right, Brother Clarence. Let's talk the Better Black Life.
Appreciate it.
All right. Next up, we have the ex-stripper himself in the building tonight. Let's give it up for Black David, the Nigerian sledgehammers in the building tonight. All right, Black David, go ahead and give us your thoughts on the show tonight, man. And
thought of the show, I'll put it from my culture. It doesn't matter to body count, because no man want their son to marry a woman who has 20 body count to bring shame and dishonor to their family name. We don't play that in our culture, so that's not necessary. But other than that, to all the shows out there, keep on trolling. I'm an IT specialist. Don't be talking about who I know. If you want to keep it up, keep making yourself look stupid. I don't mind trolling people too. But I love to make them look real bad, and I'll never let you go. I'll keep rubbing it in and be like, I told you so. So keep playing. Show me all you want. I'm not the one to mess. I'm an IT specialist for a reason. So once again, take it easy, guys. Love you all. Keep it real. Keep it honest. And to all the show, try me. I don't think I can get you locked up.
Yeah, I hope Mandrell is watching right now. All right, man. We appreciate
I don't look like
brother.
that anyway. I'm a big man. I'm a grizzly bear, but not a water bear.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, my little brother from another. Thank you so much, Black David, for coming in tonight. All right, make sure you go check him out. Black David has his own channel as well. Black David, did you already shout your channel out?
My channel right now is called CBN Tech Talk. I'm open on Instagram, sometime on Facebook, which I am on Facebook. So you can find me on link. I'm fully an IT professional. I'm still working to this day because I do better. I like to teach other people IT as well and other stuff that can make them better. Other than that, I ain't got time for weak-minded people. Those who are weak-minded, not worth my time. I'm going to lead it too as well. We put the best of the best. We're gonna look for the worst.
All right, man. Thank you so much for being here, my brother. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring to the floor now. Give it up for my boy. Mandrell is in the building tonight. Before Mandrell come up, you know I got to give it to y'all. Mandrell, here's his two-step. He want to promote it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. And listen, guys, I think we are, let me see here. We are 7 likes away from hitting 100 tonight. So guys, it's 47 people watching right now. Out of that 47 people that are watching right now, go ahead and hit that like button and get me over 100 tonight. We're at 93 at the moment. So go ahead and hit that like button. And thank you guys for supporting the channel tonight. It was a great show and great conversation. My guy, Mandrell, what are your final thoughts on the show? Overall, what do you think about body count? Is it important? Is it not important? And go from there, sir.
Body count is important to both men and women of class and standards. Okay. It matters to people who want something other than mediocrity in their life and who value themselves. So it does matter to them. When it comes to the child support situation, that's not the men's fault. That's all the government. And men can't fight the government. So how much fighting can you do? You can't fight the government. So you're done. All right. So, and good show tonight. And everybody, if you got a high body count, cut the nonsense. Protect yourself. And men, you heard the conversation tonight about body count and everything else. Men, protect yourself at all times. That's what I got to say.
Mandrell, what's your show going to be about tomorrow?
I have no idea.
Y'all check out Mandrell tomorrow. Mandrell has a show on Black Men Unfiltered Network, so come back.
I was going to call you and get some suggestions.
Absolutely. Hey, don't worry about it. Hey, but you know what, though? You always come up with something great, Mandrell, so I appreciate your loyalty. I appreciate your loyalty, your brotherhood, man, for real. I'm going to give you your flowers. Your loyalty, your brotherhood, man, the conversations behind the scenes that nobody else can hear about. Thank you so much, man. Also, thank God for your sister. She brings balance to you and the show as well. So tomorrow, guys, if you're not doing anything, please come back to Black Men Unfiltered Network. Mandrell will be on tomorrow at 8:30. The name of his show is Unapologetic with Mandrell and Shushu. That'll be tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Go ahead and set that notification for tomorrow. You should see a thumbnail up sometime tomorrow because we'll have a conversation about what it'll be about tonight.
Right.
And it'll be Mandrell and Shushu. So
and everybody, please forgive my sister's conduct tonight. She knows better. She does. Believe me. She's just trying to point out that, hey, guys do this too. It's like, no, not tonight. That's not the conversation we're having.
She's gonna get you.
And what's she gonna do? I'm the older brother. I'm the older sibling.
Oh my God! Everybody, give it up for my guy, my brother Mandrell.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Before we move on, my brother Sir Hale Speaks Network says a man with 15 plus bodies needs to be baptized. A woman with 3+ needs reformation school. my brother Sir Hale is in the building. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to go ahead and get my guy Jedi Mike in here tonight. Jedi Mike.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me. It was a good conversation though. But in terms of body count, it goes both ways. That the whole saying, you should throw your pearls amongst the swine, is that if we claim that we are kings and queens, don't treat yourself like a peasant. So that includes your body, both men and women. Respect your body. If your body is your temple, respect that. And that includes the body count. Again, to the point of this conversation, appreciate everyone's aspects and perspectives. Hope I was able to contribute. And also, I'm a YouTube channel, Jedi Mike 7 Reviews, News, and Truth. I just went to a press screening today. I saw Jordan Peele's Nope today. Be doing a review for that. That's coming this week, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, all right. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for being here. Also, check out Jedi Mike. This guy is a critic a movie critic, guys. So I want to give him his flowers too, man. This guy's watching the movies, going out, checking them out, making sure if they trash, they trash. If they not, he's that guy to. So make sure you follow him. Jedi, go ahead and give him that again, please.
Yeah, I'm a movie critic. I'm part of the Afro American Film Critic Association here in the DMV area. So yeah, I've been doing that for the past month. But I have also content of targeting younger generation become the best version of themselves. How to work become the best version of myself. So hopefully able to give you a more positive content and everything in the YouTube streets, and hoping to make people smile. All
right. All right, thank you so much, man. Jedi Mike, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, my brother. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go get Hink in the building. Hink, give us your final thoughts about the show, my guy. And does body count matter? Speak to the women, speak to the men, Doc. Listen up, ladies and gentlemen. Uncle Hink is about to speak.
Man, I don't know why people don't think it don't matter, because it should. It matters to me for sure. I don't want no heifer with a bunch of bodies on. I don't want that. Ain't nothing sexy about it. Ain't nothing cool about it. It ain't cute. So hell yeah, body count does matter. And with the other conversation that's going on, I guess we'll talk about that more in the back check. So
and especially on Friday, it's gonna be, ladies and gentlemen, the conversation about what we were having about the child support, about the system, about men. I definitely will be having that conversation this Friday. Now, do keep in mind, guys, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button for Black Men Unfiltered Network, because on Friday at 8:30 Central Standard Time, we will be over with all men on the Barbershop Talk, guys. Make sure you tune in to the Barbershop Talk. We will continue the conversation at Barbershop Talk on Friday, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Also, Hank, tell them where they can see you at as well, other than over here, because you've been a huge supporter of the Black Men Unfiltered Network, man. I appreciate your perspective. I appreciate your brotherhood, man. I talked to him behind the scenes as well, man. These are true brothers. This ain't no YouTube thing. This is a real thing. So I appreciate you, man. So tell them how they can see you on anything that you're dealing with right now, brother.
Well, you can always follow me on IG at Hink75, Hink75. But I'm also, follow me on the Little Peefing on Sundays, baby. Check us out, usually about 12 noon Central Time. Come over and just check me out. Enjoy the good show. Enjoy the good content every Sunday. Again, I'm sorry, I said 12. It's 11 a.m. Central Time. That's 11 a.m. Central Time on Sundays for people Sunday. Come check me out. You can follow me on IG at Hink75.